Before going any further, I was actually going to wait on this till chapter 2, but since someone has already raised a complaint, we'll go ahead and start this now. Good morning, Bledgeville. Good morning, Lord Harabok. So, the very beginning, there's an issue of the newspaper. The half-year countdown to Her Majesty Queen Alicia's 60th birthday celebration has begun. There's a banner year for Her Royal Highness, sparking more anticipation than this event has ever been seen before. But we must not forget, too, that this is the 10th since the 100 Days' War, a period of intense turmoil for all of Libero. As we celebrate, let us also reflect on tragedies of the past, so we might refrain from ever reliving them in the future. We have been afforded the luxury of hindsight and must use it to its fullest. Main Street is filled with the bustle of men and women furiously preparing decor and merchandise for the upcoming festivities and developing new products specifically for the sale during the celebration. The competition is cutthroat. I yearn for my customers' taste buds to sing with delight, says Miss Sorbet. No, I read that right. Her name is Miss Sorbet, local ice cream purveyor who deals her wares in the city's East Block. Sadly, her new menu will remain a mystery to us until the day of the festival. As the population grows, more and more businesses pop up all around me, but all that means is more customers, especially at festival time, so I'm certainly not complaining, she exclaims with a sly smile. Miss Sorbet seems to have a few tricks up her sleeve, so to all her competitors we say, watch out. Prior to the festival, Her Majesty will be hosting our annual martial arts competition in the Royal Arena. This fiercely competitive tournament is always a big hit, with some avid spectators even regarding it as the day's main event. Which team will come out on top? It's DC Maven, with a steel chair! According to our sources... Hang on a second. There we go. According to our sources, the Bose region has seen a string of burglaries over the last several days, and the people have had enough. The Royal Army Patrol stationed at the Hakan Gate has been stepping up efforts to apprehend the group of criminals responsible for these acts, and anyone with information as to their identities is urged to contact the Border Patrol immediately. The Kingfisher Inn on the beautiful Valeria Lakeshore is more popular than ever following the visit from the women of the royal city. Won't you come fish with us too? So that was one we got back during the prologue. When we got to chapter 1, which I believe I have this one. Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Linde vanished over East Bose airspace while en route to Roland. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army yielded no clues as to its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to this incident, the Army has declared all airliner flights cancelled until further notice. The Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation reports that 17 were aboard the Linde at the time of the departure, including both passenger and crew. Family members of these missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims, "Our orbital engines are sturdy and reliable. Chance of an engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident could have occurred." Was it a conspiracy perpetrated by the Royal Army and the covert mercenary forces comprised of Jaegers? Maybe it was a plot to kidnap the passengers, hold them for ransom. Some of you had suggested Linde came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation at this point. It has no real evidence. No real evidence has been found. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries in Bose, but thus far no information on any such connection has been released. In fact, no information has been released at all due to the Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public. A policy I'm sure we'd all like to see repealed. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into the Roland mayor's house to steal a septium crystal that was left in his possession. Local bracers came to the rescue and managed to rescue the stolen item, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor or his family during this incident. We deeply regret that the criminals escaped, says a Roland Bracer representative. But please know that we of the Bracers Guild did everything in our power to apprehend them and will continue the pursuit for as long as it takes. And then there's a picture of the tower. The Ismelis Tower lies a few hundred sail to the north of Roland City, along the Malga Trail. Its turquoise-green visage is the only real landmark for as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the four tetracyclic towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. This exciting location is as old as Liberal itself, and modern research utilizing the latest orbital technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure. while posing a few others. Ransom request received. A Royal Army representative reports that the Grancel Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation and Liberal Royal Family alike have received letters claiming responsibility for the Linde incident. The criminals refer to themselves as the Capua family and demand a hefty sum of money, rumored to be in the millions of Mira range, to secure the passengers' safety. Who are the Capua family? These so-called Sky Bandits are a group of marauders operating from Imperial airspace all the way into the Bose region. Their exact numbers are unknown, but they're believed to be around 24 strong. With the incident quickly turning from search and rescue to hostage negotiation, collaboration between the Royal Army and the Bracer Guild seems the best possible course of action. When questioned on this subject, a guild representative stated that the relationship between the two parties has seen worse times, but is still less than civil. Given the idealistic divide, a partnership seems extremely unlikely. Bose's mayor, Miss Maybell, has launched an independent investigation through the guild, but laments that the Royal Army will not share information. This is no time for jurisdictional disputes, she says. Both parties need to be working together. Having inherited the mayorship from her father at only 21, Miss Maybell is known as a very wise lady. Whether or not the party will heed her advice remains to be seen. In other news, at long last, this high-speed cruiser takes to the skies. With a rigging a whopping 42 arge in length, and the pride and joy of the Zeiss Central Factory has finally been completed and transferred into the stewardship of the Royal Guard. Watch out, do-batters. I think it's the crime doers. Thank you. Although not airborne just yet, the Arcelle is scheduled for an operational test flight within the next few days due to the excitement of all involved. Due to the delays in its orbital engine development, however, only a basic performance evaluation will be conducted at this time. 10 years have passed since the war, and I'm sure we all remember the endless reports of casualties and destruction, making an objective assessment of events a ludicrous proposition. Including fixing... That's exactly what this book sets out to do, however, by compiling accounts from virtually every possible source to paint a clear picture of what happened behind the scenes and how the war came to be. History demanded a book like this be written, and on this dubious anniversary, I think everyone should give it a look. The Maple Leaf Inn, nestled in the corner of the quaint Elmo village in southern Zeiss, within walking distance of the Republic's borders, is the most luxurious hot spring resort this reviewer has ever seen. Its tranquil eastern aesthetic, abundant natural springs, and outstanding eastern cuisine are nothing short of dazzling. But the true reason to visit is indeed the soak itself, for you see, the Maple Leaf Inn is renowned for its open-air baths. An understandably embarrassing prospect to some, but those who succumb will be glad they did. Taking in the warm waters while gazing up at the starry sky is truly a breathtaking experience. Best of all, towels are optional. Please don't make me read these books. I just saw how long these are, and we've already unlocked 4 of them. Oh my god, these are long. I'm gonna PFR that one. I'm gonna veto that. Where's... I have so many things up right now. Here we go. Okay. Right, I forgot there's actually music button. I discovered, by the way, it's not just that it mutes the game when you alt-tab. It actually freezes the entire game when you alt-tab. So that's cool. So anyways... Oh, shoot. Let's do it this way. Sorry. Debating strategy. Or that. That's cool, too. Good morning, Ross. So, if you ever played Earthbound, whoever was asking that, there's a thing in Earthbound where you could stay at the hotels. And if you do, you get a tiny little blurb, which is a combination of foreshadowing and acknowledging where you've been at that point in time. It's just extra little flavor lore, and that's nice. But the problem with that is nothing. There's no actual problem with that. The problem here is, in this game's case, not only is this stuff permanently skippable, but like you essentially need to walk through to find half of these, right? In order to find the books, in order to find the newspapers in this game, instead of the Earthbound method, which was having a standard codified method by which you can go ahead and procure the extra tidbits of lore. So I've already given this game a negative for it, but I have also given the game a positive for it because, you know, duh. That's how that works. Hello, Dream Whisperer. I mean, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but it's the Dark Souls thing, right? Most of the lore of the Dark Souls series is in tooltips, yada yada yada. But that's not really the issue. The issue is the finding the items and the irritation of reading said items, which tends to cause the problem. I was talking about this game to a friend of mine last night, and they have been convinced never to play it without cheats. And I know what you're thinking. Lower bash in the game. No, that I was just reciting what happened yesterday, straight up. In fact, one of the specific things I was doing, because this is a friend of mine who's been interested in playing the Trails of series for a while, so I was trying to give tips on how to most efficiently bypass most of the early game issues. And they were like, no. Like I said, I have figured out how to cheat in this game. It's more irritating than you think, but I suppose I should say that out loud. So here's the thing. The way that I have discovered how to cheat is I have to specifically use a previous version of a cheat table, which I have access to, which still works in the game. And I had to rewind the version of the game. We're actually not playing the most modern version of the game, because the most modern version of the game is extremely crash heavy for whatever reason. I don't know what they did exactly, but even trying to hook Cheat Engine onto the latest version causes it to crash instantly, for example. So there's the quick and dirty, for anybody wondering for themselves. This was actually related to the FMV thing, although I hope I fixed the FMV thing. I won't really know, I suppose, until I test it. Which we'll find out in, I don't know, a week, a month, a year, something like that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Chest is already empty, you double dipper. But I want more. Actually, the cheat flag has gone back down. Per the request of the majority shareholder, I decided to go ahead and not cheat. Took a few hours to line everything up, but I did it. Now, if I have to do that again, whatever. This chest is empty. Makes me want to cry, doesn't it? It would be funny if they specifically incorporated anti-cheat, because honestly, I'd give them the middle finger for that. No, seriously, what's the freaking point of that? I've actually been irritated by that mentality amongst developers for actual years. You know the type, right? God, please don't, Melkor Blade. Please, I'm begging you, mercy. Yeah, exactly. Anti-cheat in a single-player game is aggravating at best. Like, it's an irritation that doesn't need to exist. It actually gets worse the further down you go, metaphorically speaking. Because a lot of those anti-cheats screw with the game and cause issues. I mean, my favorite example of having to cheat in a game is any Bethesda RPG, right? In Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, at various times in my life, I've reached a specific point in time in which I was unable to do a quest or to progress through a thing because something bugged out, right? Because it's a BRPG. And so console commands have enabled me to fix the quest so I can get on with it. That's a good thing. I mean, it's not a great thing because it was bugged to begin with, but you get my point, right? Stuff happens. Bugs happen. Irritations happen. Maybe you don't have the time to invest in the game. Maybe you don't have the skill to invest in the game. Maybe you don't have the time to invest in the skill at the game. Maybe you just really, really like the story and want to enjoy that while kind of breezing along with it. There's so many valid, legitimate reasons to cheat in a single-player game. And anytime I see a developer come down hard on anti-cheating, I want to just slug them. And the worst part, if I could just be really blunt about this for a second, the one venue where anti-cheats are not only acceptable but encouraged, they almost invariably drop the ball. Like, I'll use a personal example. This is all over the place, of course. But I'll use a personal example. Back in when Modern Warfare 3 came out for the first time, like 2010-ish, I want to say, something like that. Me and my friend Gary were actually playing those and playing those multiplayer, and just for funsies, just having fun with it. Tell me about it, Sub-Zero. And we were like, sweet, cool, let's go ahead and have fun and do things. And the reason we put it game down, I've actually talked about this before. The reason we put the game down is because aimbotting was getting so bad, and it was so overt, right? You can always tell when it's an aimbot because it shows you the kill cam of the person who shot you, and you could see their cursor just lock to you, and then perfectly stay wherever you are, like this, right? And it's like, okay, that's frustrating, and whatever. Moving on. Let's go kill a bunch of pirates, shall we? Die, monsters. You guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? But if you're not new, who are you? What? Are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo. We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it'd be best if you surrendered. Forget that. We won't give up without a fight. Okay. Seriously, Dakota? Jesus. It's funny, because I was going to bring up the Dark Souls 2 shenanigans we also got, if you remember that. There's a clip that still survives of me getting teleported through the terrain by a hacker in Dark Souls 2. Jesus Christ. Yeah, again. Dudes need to chill. Okay. Who's this? Ah, this is Estelle. Why don't we heal? Let's actually put her on. Sense of duty. I mean, when has a developer ever given a flying damn about actually putting out a good product? I know, it is actually a thing. I don't know, Lunarith. I'm not even sure they knew I was streaming, because I'm not a big streamer, right? So there's a pretty decent chance they just saw a random player playing Dark Souls 2 and decided to screw with me. It looks like I aimed this well. Again, I haven't really leveled past the last time I fought these assholes. All I did was change up my frickin' ports. Ugh. Alright, now where are the hostages? Don't start talking, there's gonna be some serious consequences involving a whip. What you want with us? We're not gonna talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this stuff. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Ah. Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second you're allowed to pass out yet. Just start talking. Maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. They're down below. Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. We're your leaders. Kyle and Josette, right? Forget it, lady. Do your worst. Don't. I'll tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing. You're not going to sell your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Oh, Astragus. Sure is as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara. My work will be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. Oh my god, stop flirting. Looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. Just checking everything here. True, Easel. Still, it was 2 spells that won that fight. 1 Hellgate from him and 1 Aerial Wisp from her, so... What the hell is that? Why do you have monsters in your base? God, clean up after yourself. Oh, I feel that. I physically feel that. 1 QA tester. Hey, Mr. Red, you there? Yeah, like, I'm calling out to you specifically because of what you're going through right now. Now imagine your workload is like, I don't know, 100 times bigger than that, and it's just you, and you've got an actual deadline. Now, here's the funny part. That was Richard Honeywood's job back at Xenogears. That was translation rather than QA, but still. Yeah, there's a reason why, even though I gave negatives for the translation, as it sucked, none of that ire sits on the man himself. I mean, something I've said before is that I am still to this day feeling I think, I don't actually know this for certainty, feeling the consequences of how I pushed myself through college. So yeah, he's probably still feeling the consequences of his extremely late work times and sleeping in uncomfortable positions very, very little for like 6 months. Well, truth be told, no, Federation Builder. I mean, basic logic is usually the choice there. If basic logic doesn't work, then honestly, at that point, I would suggest therapy. That's a good question. You know what's really sad to me, Easel? I've heard people say that as if it's a brag sometimes. Forcing someone to listen to Pinkie Pie for more than 5 seconds, Noctis. I don't have a clue what this place is. It's way too big for these bandits to have built. It seems pretty ancient. Also, it's like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. Why don't the people use hidden forts such as this hideout from back then? As far as I've heard, Dromel following the Great Collapse continued for several hundred years. It seems strange that there's something like this is still around. The Great Collapse? Collapse of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which existed more than 1,200 years ago. It's said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. I mean, like Professor Alba said before? Tell you what, though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention there are all sorts of monsters lurking around here, too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shira. What kind of men are you hanging out with? Seriously. Woman. Oh, God. The chest has nothing left to offer you. No. I'm gonna test. Ah, stop it. Pinkie Pie, when she's actually a character, is perfectly fine. The actual episode in question I'm referencing was the Applejack episode. Guessing it's an orbital vacuum. Looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Black notebook. It's a death note! It's just got my name written in it over and over. Strange. The chest is empty because you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm still just stewing over the lack of QA thing. It's bothersome to me, you know? And I know, duh. It's probably bothersome to everybody, but it's really bothersome to me because of, I don't know, because of everything. Like, I don't even know how to summarize that, really. Hello, Elazar. I mean, QA people have been misused and abused for the last 40 years of gaming. And any exception is exactly that. It's an exception. It is worthy of note that most of the games at the top of my list of games we reviewed are all games that received quite a bit of QA. Go figure. But again, as Von Falkenstein pointed out, who cares? A lot of games sell plenty well whether they have polish or not. Yeah, it is Traffic. I mean, I actually still know quite a few people who work in the IT industry. And right now, most of them are kind of running into a few issues with regards to QA being completely ignored, specifically because of how much the bosses keep insisting on rolling out LLM stuff. And if you don't understand how LLMs and QA is related, let's just say that a lot of people are trying to use LLMs as QA nowadays. Spoilers, doesn't work. But who cares, right? It's cheaper. That way we don't have to pay a QA person. And the developers can just pick up the slack and fix the bugs as they run into them. Because QA didn't catch them. Usually in an actual rollout. Sorry, I'll shut up. If all my fans paid me to speedrun a game and try to beat a record, what game do you think I would speedrun? Well, I mean, there's the obvious ones. Mega Man's, Metroids. Several RPGs. That's another thing. I understand. I do really understand how completely hilariously out of date that the people who make decisions at companies are. But it is funny to me how much so many of them are still pushing this whole AI thing, even though we're already at the point where it's been proven repeatedly over and over and over and over again to be terrible. Easiest to speedrun for me, so in general, that's actually a tough one. Let me think about it for a second. It better be, Ross. Although what's interesting is when you say that it has tons of QA, does it? Okay, before we rush the room. Okay, fine. We'll rush the room. Fine, whatever. I mean, I say something about how awful AI is, and then I hear from some random person in my own community who uses AI on a regular basis. And I'm going to be very, very honest here. Every time I hear that, I feel just a little bit of shame. You know? Like, there's... I don't know how else to say that. Who are you guys supposed to be? Bracers? How'd you get in here? Looks like the hostage room just beyond here. I think it's time we surrendered quietly, or else. And another big fight. No, I didn't, Federation Builder. So, yeah. So some RPGs can actually be very enjoyable in order to speedrun. RPG speedruns tend to be a lot about planning, and of course, obviously execution, but like there's a whole lot of routing that goes into it, right? It's a math game. I'm going to lose time here to gain time there, and that can be fun and interesting. What is falling? I have no idea. So... I also have no idea what flanning is. Afraid you've lost me. Let's just do these two. But if you put a gun to my head, obviously no game out there that has any level of popularity as a speedrun game is going to be a game I'm going to be able to set a record in other than a personal record. I know that one of the provisos was I could just set a personal record. And that's cool. But if I'm trying to get, like, on a leaderboard at all, never mind first, just on a leaderboard at all, I'd probably have to pick something a little bit less known, a little bit less played. So obviously, Gothic. I'm kidding. Gothic is way overplayed. No, I'd have to pick some random esoteric game that nobody's ever heard of. Slow RPG, maybe? But as far as the core of the question, which was a game I'd be interested in speedrunning, I've been interested in... Obviously, Super Metroid is what I speedrun for fun, and various Mega Man games. Olivier, please don't die. I mean, you can, I guess. Yes, it's fine, if you really want to. Hmm. 4 hours is actually really short for this game. I wonder how they manage it. I did, by default. By default, the best kind of trophy. Metroid Other M? I would rather shove my dick into a cactus.
Seems you came up short.
Oh, we got a poison. Nice. What's going on out there? Seems a bit loud just for an internal squabble. Notice our dad is immediately visible as not being here. Punch-Out is a very mean game to speedrun. It's also incredibly optimized at this point. You wouldn't think Punch-Out is a super speedrun game, but no, it's got a lot of history there. For a while there, this isn't true anymore, but for a while there, one of the most competitive speedrun games was actually Super Mario Bros. 2, of all things. It was mostly because, like, people kept optimizing something which made other people think, oh, well, I can use that optimization and then redo the entire run. And so they did, and then someone else came up with another optimization, and that just kept happening. Nowadays, Super Mario Bros. 1 has kind of surpassed Mario Bros. 2 for basically the same reason. Anybody who's ever dived into Mario 1 speedruns knows that that is an insanely competitive game where they have had to get down to the microseconds in order to be able to actually improve their times. Like, Mario 1 is one of those games where it's actually better to be slow at certain times in order to be fast overall. And I know that sounds like a duh, but no, I mean like on the frame level. Taking care of the guards. You don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner, Linday. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... Huh? That doesn't look like he's here. Ooh. Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Linday, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Isn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracers Guild? I do remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mentioned it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there's this one passenger who disembarked at an airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name, if I recall correctly. What? His name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled after we arrived at Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by Sky Bandits. It looks like our question's finally been answered. How ironic. Hey, wait a minute. Just what is Dad doing? With something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're curious to know as I am, but thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We're now going after the Sky Bandit leaders and arresting them. Now, he must all feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. We'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hand. In other words, don't let us down. It's okay. I'm very low on health, and there's no recovery in here. Pirates. Whack! Whack! Hang on one second. Still checking something here. Checking the walkthrough. Make sure I got that, which I did. Make sure I got that, which I did. I like Christmas. It's a good excuse to give people gifts. They can't say no, it's Christmas. Treasure chest is offended that you've returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? Listen, I've been playing JRPGs since they were basically invented. I've had these habits for a long time. I mean, we're on day 3 of this, and yeah, we're still in what I would functionally call the tutorial arc. I've already compared this to Lotro and the actual tutorial zone, the tutorial instance, and I stand by that. We probably won't even leave that until, I don't know, Ruan? What do you think? Ruan or Zeiss? One of the two. Speedrun Persona 5. And then kill myself! Wait, no. That's how I kill myself. Look, I'm just gonna say this as nicely as I can, Mr. Red. I don't know how much of the vanilla zones you actually did, but in almost every case, the starter zones tend to be the best zones in there. And frankly, Bree itself is probably the single best zone in all of vanilla. When we get to Moria and onwards, they start to shift their focus a little bit, but... Lotro vanilla. Anyways. Like, you'd think the Lone Lands wouldn't be that bad, and then you actually get there. And then you hate yourself. Forever. So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Be careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, we gotta decide on a plan on how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? And hold on a minute. Why do we have to bother with that? Huh? But once we get a mirror, we'll just kill them and be done with it. Okay, so first of all, that's obviously evil for a lot of obvious reasons. But second of all, that's actually stupid. Let me explain something to those of you in chat who don't understand how this works, okay? So the moment you take a hostage, you've lost. The specifics of how and when you've lost vary, but okay, in fairness, this didn't work this way back in medieval Europe. Like a modern hostage situation, which is what this is being portrayed as. We took civilians, give us money or else. Okay, boom. Yeah, exactly like Jamal. You kill these people, they find that out, you are dead. Your life is over. Oh, and don't forget, you were just given a ton of money. So we now have a wonderful way to track you. So you have two options. You can go spend your money, get hunted down, and be executed for mass murder, or you can not spend all that wonderful money, which is now just staring at you, and go live on the lam and try to live a horrible life, hoping you stay ahead of the manhunt, which is still only a chance of succeeding. Look, that's not evil. That's idiotic. Quite frankly, it's not like Kaitos. Oh god, why, Mr. Red? Why? Animal Crossing. I hope your day is better, Federation Build. Seriously, go look up the 100% Animal Crossing run. Last I checked, it only had like 2 runs to it. As in 2 completed times. Words. The thing is, as I mentioned, the moment you take hostages, you've lost, because you've pretty much proven that you're the kind of person who is already a criminal. You're effectively a convicted criminal the moment you take the hostage, if that makes any sense. So even if you let them go, you're screwed. And that's the other side of this. Like, there's no winning here. All right, we got our money. Okay. Do you think you could spend it? Once again, large amounts of money are extremely easy to track, even back in a time when it's coin. All you have to do is pay attention to anybody spending large amounts of money anywhere and narrow the search down from there. Boom. Done. Caught. Gone. If you let the hostages go, you'll at least enjoy prison for the rest of your life instead of being executed. Or, of course, you could just get the money and then not spend the money you get from the hostage, in which case, what was the freaking point? Do note this is extremely different from, say, back in like medieval times when hostage taking didn't really mean the same thing. Honestly, we shouldn't even call it that. Like ransoming back then, that was just a thing you did. It's like, alright, I'm gonna go to battle against Mr. Red's forces. Oh, there's Mr. Red. Hey, Mr. Red. Alright, come with us. Come with us. We've got you. Mr. Red's like, oh, shucks. This is what Mr. Red actually sounds like. Yeah, it was just something you did. It's like, okay, I've got Mr. Red. You got to pay to get him back. That was normal. That was everybody. It was actually a way to ensure that they wouldn't get killed. Actually, exactly, Lord Hermon. It was actually a method by which to ensure that Mr. Red wasn't killed on the battlefield. They see the person in the nobility armor and the regalia, and they're like, up, keep that one alive. Keep that one alive. Yeah, political hostaging was a really common thing in Japan. I know personally, because I've actually studied that era quite a bit. Yeah, it's like a gentleman agreement to not kill the officers. That's exactly right. I just wanted to be clear about that, because since this is pseudo-medieval, you could see it like that. But no, this is clearly a much more modern approach to hostage-taking, a.k.a. Moronicism. That's true, Lord Aramon. They know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we left Liberal for good, we could still be tracked, right? Yeah, they have freaking phones. They have landlines and airships. I love this. I know that there's a reason for it. I understand that. I've played this game. But it's like, this should be the moment where Kyle and Josette are like, dude, even if we left Liberal for good, we can still be tracked, right? They're gonna track us anyways, dude. I know. Josette is a moron. She's objecting on moral grounds. There's old people and kids amongst them. Really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages, too. Ideos will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get our home back with Mira stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle, since when do you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. And he throws a bottle at him. Honestly, if we didn't interrupt, this probably should have led to a little feud thing here. Who cares about our old home? With this kind of mirror coming in, what could you possibly want with our old, worthless land? We're gonna blow this cash somewhere in a southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. Yeah, that'll stay under the radar. I know, Easel. God. And I know other people place more emphasis on biological family than I do, but wow, buddy. Like, imagine robbing a casino. Actually, I guess, no, this is getting the military involved and the royal family. So imagine, like, robbing Fort Knox and then burning the money on going to a resort and just chilling. Like, they will catch you inside of a day if you did that. What'd you say? Yeah, the federal... There you go. Rob the Federal Reserve. Whew. Once we run out of Mira, we'll just hijack another airship. This is going to be the future of the Kapua Sky Bandits. Yeah, the Joker. That's actually a good point. The Joker would do something like that, right? And he'd be like, yeah! And of course they catch him immediately, but he doesn't care. Because that's the real point of whatever he's doing. Oh, sorry, I know this is all obvious. I just had to comment on it because, goddamn, people. God, what's happened to you? What an Idios' name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? Racers, why are you here? How can you say something so heartless, especially after you gave us a lift in your own airship? Possible, what are you talking about? Yet to be. Yeah, you had your airships sitting in front of the Amber Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hit the cargo hall. We stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that! For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. What are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy. What'd you just call me? You bimbo, airhead brute. Try and say that again. Right, enough of the bickering. We've liberated the hostages, we've defeated the members of your group. All that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. That's the third time Shara has said something to the effect of that. And each time I picture her saying it in that wonderful, almost sing-song tone, right? It would be best not to resist. Kyle just said, what is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. Sorry, Don. That's okay, I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill them, that'll be that! What a bunch of fools you are. To think that with pitiful number of people you can ever capture Don Kapua. Nice cannon. Resistance is futile. Hell, Joseph, time to hunt some game, and I'll like my sport bloody. Small irritation. I know this is only like the beginnings of the rift there, but I would have liked it if Kyle and Josette weren't like against us. You know? They don't have to necessarily help us. I'm not asking for like a miracle, but it would be kind of cool if they did something with this, you know? It's a little gameplay story integration. Maybe like on Josette's turn, she's like, Josette considers her actions, right? Instead of attacking us. I've actually seen several FF games, but Earthbound games as well, do something similar to that, where they have like an action which is just them thinking or doing or saying something rather than attacking as part of a narrative beat. Yeah, maybe just healing their dad. I don't know. There's a bunch of things they can do with this. Okay, so they're all gonna move. But let's yeah, meanwhile she's in hate Estelle mode because she's stupid. Nice shot. Lol, maze. Well, thanks for moving in range, at least. Sorry. I can go for one more AoE. I think we can swing that. Hey, Zach Taft. That's like the third day in a row the sun has hit that exact thing. What is that? Sorry, there's something reflecting something over in the kitchen. Right into my eyes. And it does it right about this time of day, every day. I'm not gonna see what it is. There we go. Sorry, it's really blinding. It's only really blinding for like 30 minutes, but still. Okay, so he's dry now.
Let's do this!
It's only 30 minutes of torture a day. Down you go. And down. Well, he's got some health. Well, since we're here.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's see what his does, shall we? What's with the multiple angles thing? And you go.
Oh, are we done already?
I know, these guys are tough. This is the strength of a bracer, huh? How could I lose to this girl? Again, by the way, again. And that's how it's done. Have you learned your lesson yet? That's what's up. I'm going to ask you to surrender nicely. Any more trouble of you, and, well, you know what'll happen, right? She strokes her whip and smiles at Josette. Oh, anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? Ugh. Oh, what's going on? So, okay, I don't know how many of you noticed this, but it's most obvious here when it's not true anymore. His eyes were actually red up until now. And now they're back to a normal kind of an olive color. I hurt all over. How did I get an Orbital cannon? The heck? Bro? Doc? Josette, are you back from Relent already? You're back this quickly. I guess things didn't work out, huh? Huh? Don't try and cover it up. If you've had enough, how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? We probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Josette came back from Relent like forever ago. Went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We never do something like that. I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? I know, right, Easel? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild? Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. What an interesting turn of events. Whether you've forgotten or not, you are still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding ransom, also technically attempted murder. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding ransom. Kyle, Joseph, tell me this is some kind of joke. Don, I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. I'm never gonna get the smell of this out of my hair. Which way did they go? They went up. They're gonna try to escape in their airship. They're traveling them this far. We can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood. Made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Olivia, you better hurry. We're gonna leave you behind. Wait for me. Just double checking. I will admit, it actually irritates me a little bit. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that. Yeah, I got the, that book of whatever. You don't want to move, we're just gonna have to force our way through. I mean, obviously the fact that they get away scot-free is irritating. But what's more irritating to me is actually the implications involved here. See, this is a game that, prides itself... on its internal continuity, its self-consistency, blah, blah, blah. And for good reason. Let's do it right about there. But apparently, the thought of hijacking an airliner is so insane, it would never occur to him. And yet his two siblings went along with it without hesitation. In fact, they only started questioning when they were being like, oh my gosh, we're going to kill them? No! Which implies several things about either how stupid they are, or how evil they are. And it's surely not supposed to be the evil thing, because they're not supposed to be the evil group. Again, these aren't really bandits, this is the joke squad. Like, they're Team Rocket, you know? Probably Easel Games, but it's very damning that they were totally cool with something that apparently they would never do, just because their big older brother said that, you know? It's like, guys, no means no. Has your family member tried to kidnap an airliner and then murder all its civilians? Remember that you have rights. You can tell your family member no. I can't even do it with a straight face. Oh no, Olivier's dead. You know, I had a random thought when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 about this game. There's no oppies. What that means functionally is there's no zone control. So, like, there's no positioning that really matters other than for the AoEs.
Oh, are we done already?
Another poison. Jeez. Call your Orbital Lawyer 2252 today. You may be due compensation. I mean, the lack of terrain design is obvious, but, like, there's also a lack of relevance in positioning. From what I've told, they kind of walked away from this very concept in future games. I actually don't remember Maze. I think I didn't, because I ran out of money. And I was focusing on getting all my orbals set up. And by orbals, I mean, like, ports. I bought all my armor. And then I ran out of money. Hello, cat. And of course, we get surprised by that attack. In this game. Now, the last time I actually bothered getting better weapons was back in Bose, I believe. No, that's not true. What is it? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I actually did upgrade my weapons in Bose. What? What do you want? Why do you stare at me? Yeah, I figured there'd be another fight. And I'm getting dry on mana. Eh. Or whatever. Thanks, yeah.
Not now.
Freaking poison. I've been tempted to take out my headphones already, Blade Jamal, if that's your question. Or no, that is the response. Remember, we're not even halfway through this game. Oh, I hate it when they do that, Ross. That's actually a good... Wow! That's a good question. I don't know if this will be longer than Gears. Now the second one, that's the long one, right? So second one might be longer than Gears. We'll see. God, that's depressing. That's just straight up depressing. That's, I want to quit my job. That's so depressing. Oh.
Piece of cake.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of MP left. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the second game for what it's worth. I'm curious what they've done to fix the many microscopic issues that this game has. What's this? The military did their freaking job? Holy crap. How'd the army find out about this place? That liar. Things weren't supposed to go down like this. Get your dirty bits off of me. What's going on here? So is the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised there's such a young woman, too. How about you shove your yap, start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? How about it now? Is this enough to help write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we take a picture of you while we're at it? Sure, Richard. What do you think, General Morgan? It was you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this is just the result of accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those standing over there. What? What do you guys... I mean, how the heck... What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey, look, it's Estelle and Joshua. Racers, why are you here? For the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated the place one step ahead of you, again, and the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way, but I never would have guessed the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, generals, because of them our military strikes saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship, see what information I can get of the Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person, he just lacks flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and hostages? The lackeys should be lying all over the place unconscious. As for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see, you've done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Wait for me, Colonel. We'd like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel's top priority. Well, if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing a one-on with you. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Don't drop the camera. My, you've had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen, just like that. Yeah, that right. Don't let it bother you. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero. Yeah, we get paid, though. Sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too. Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad? I guess that's the one problem we still have to figure out. Where is Dad now? What's he doing? Why hasn't he tried to contact us? Looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to the Bose and report what happened. We'll try to figure out what happened to your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears my impression about you was right. I knew you would come through and bring closure to the incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. I don't know if we can exactly say we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may well have harmed the hostages. Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated the hideout and took them out ahead of time. Are we going to tell anyone about the mind control thing? Like, that's intel that needs to be spread. It's true the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a little vexing to know that there's still some unanswered questions. Yeah, the men who appeared at the shore and the mystifying attitude of the leader. Hey, someone mentioned it. I think we should consider there's a lot behind this incident we don't know about. I guess we'll leave that part to the Royal Army. No, but... Okay. We should be glad all the hostages came back safe, and that I've got water. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope my work was worth the price of the Grand Chardonnay.
Wasn't.
Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. Hope you all have a wonderful day. If anything else comes up, I greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Oh, nice that someone appreciates this. I'm sure if the incident had gone any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. Probably only natural the mayor's as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a brazier could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so, but I think it's safe to say you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? Anyway, please accept your assessment and pay. Woo! And there's our recommendation from Bose. We have finished the Bose gym. So clearly we're done with the tutorial chapter, right? Right? We beat the bandits. Right? Oh, God. Okay. I wonder what on earth Cassius can be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Aren't you the receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? Oh, we recovered some of the cargo by the stolen bandits, and some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracers Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them. There's nothing addressed to this branch, and the airliner left from Bose. It's actually addressed to the Roll-Up branch, but aren't Cassius Bright's family members here? What? Because Estella's turned into a stork. Anyways, then we contact the Roland branch. They said you were here. Here's the parcel. Yep, it's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. Seems you just scribbled it out before I got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh, that's good to hear. So, the parcel's from your dad too? No, it looks like it was sent to my dad from someone else. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. My business is done. Onward to mail! Oh, and one other thing. Good job in arresting those Sky Bandits. You Bracers do excellent work. Yeah, we'll take the PR stunt to this one. This is going to help the Bracers Guild's rep for a while. Yep. Let's go read this letter. Is Olivier invited to read the letter? Estelle even commented on it. Why are you still here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to his departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind. I'd never be able to sleep at night. Yeah, no kidding, Hazel. This is what we call a clean victory. Clean victories are popular. Nobody likes dirty victories. 3 hostages were killed during the resolution of the Bracers Guild, successfully bringing back the airliner. We are thankful to them for what they have done. Compare and contrast. All hostages have been recovered by the stolen airliner by the Bracers Guild at da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Or, like, the tone is completely different between the two. Granted, I literally said it differently, but you know that that's how that would be. They would vary up how they would report it based on how well we did. So, why are you telling me this, Olivier? How heartless and cruel you can be to a companion who's traveled alongside you. And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout? You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I hope he's good in bed, Shara. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave. Of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time, and I know you both can succeed. Anyway, turns out I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I am very sorry things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working and revenge, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life. Make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Shira and Aina. Cassius frowned. Seems like the type of letter your father writes. Touches lightly on things, but is full of consideration towards the both of you. Yeah, looks like the way. Queen's birthday celebration. From what I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yeah, about 2 or 3 months. There's our time frame for the game. Means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that. Let's focus on what's in the package. Yes. Yes. It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, we should look into it. Okay. Inside is that a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed is a memo. What's this supposed to be? It's an orbment, though I'm not sure what it's used for. See what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying. Please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find the opportunity. Okay. That's it? Yep, looks like the center didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who Kay or Professor R might be? I hate to say it, I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. This is nothing we've got to go on. Honestly, I'm about ready to throw in the towel. The heck is this black orbment anyway? The shape alone, it doesn't look like it's intended for general use. Although it feels similar to a battle orbment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots for which to install quartz. This one has none. Maybe this one's an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one seems almost like a black market item. Jeez, now look what's happening because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know we're all dead worried about him? Estelle. I was getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking, how about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he said that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? Look, we need to play the rest of the game. I'm just saying. I might hear something about where Dad is and what he's doing. I think we're worrying ourselves over nothing, considering Dad's skills. Once we get it, he's a superhero. He is the warrior of continuity? I think getting off on our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. We might just be able to find this Professor R, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Stop, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10. 10 stones? That's a lot of stones for a bird. Training to be senior bracers as we travel on the barrel, exposing what no good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're missing the point. She's back to her old self. Damn. Meanwhile, in the future, take care. I'm gonna head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. You sure you don't want to come along? Give it a rest. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. We'll be training anymore if you came with us. If you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about things. We'll figure out a way to get things done. I'll if you insist. I sure wish I could rip all that materia off of you before you leave, because I didn't know to do that. I also noticed that the walkthrough, and I'm just double checking myself here, did not mention Shiro was about to leave the party. That sucks. Why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara. I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes in Bose. I thought about time I turned my attention towards another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants to introduce me to a restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I agreed to come along on the condition he'd go drinking with me. I'll never see him alive again. Olivia, I really hope you understand what you promised her. I could die for the likes of a fine woman and food. Part of me belongs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany Fair Shara instead. I think it's better off with a safe distance of you away from me. Have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble with Roland, you hear me? Here's another piece of advice. When Shiras are at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak of your mentor like that? Besides, Aina's coming too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. Gloves come off, huh? Is that perchance what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yeah, Estelle said it best, though. Nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. Eh? Well, Ollie boy, looks like you're gonna go die of alcohol poisoning. Wait, can't we talk this over? I'd appreciate it. More time to think things through. Sure, not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, quit acting like a ninny. Eek! Drag, 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 drag. Bye, Olivier. End of chapter 1. And that's about the gist of the Sky Bandit incident that occurred in northern Libero. I think the bankrupt Capua family drifted all the way down here. Might be contacted by Libero regarding the incident, so deal with it as you see fit. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. It seems something else must have come out. Also, the connection with the Sky Bandit incident is still unknown, but it's clear there's another power at work here. Yeah, there's 6 chapters for all intents and purposes. And we just finished chapter 2 for all intents and purposes. So we're about a third of the way through. No, it's not like that at all. I've also become acquainted with an interesting bunch. Food's great. There are babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll just take a permanent residence while I'm at it. No, you're going to be busy, buddy. Alright, no need to throw a fit. Anyway, see what else you can find out. Don't get caught looking into things about a chancellor. Yeah, by the way, there's actually a really minor bit of world building / character building here. He has a mobile phone. Most of the people around here are relying on landlines. Big, old-fashioned, like, have metal pipes surrounding them landlines. I'll contact you again, my dear friend. Also, I do believe that's the very first mention of Bismarck. I know his name's not Bismarck. I love messing with that guy. He's just so stuffy and uptight. I can't help myself. Portable phone, huh? Why don't you carry around about the nifty gadget? Shara. And the fact that you're carrying around an orbit that even Zeiss Central Factory can create, well, how about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Shara, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Olivier Lindheim, the wandering bard, gifted musician you've come to adore. If you'd like to get to know me better, I'm sure you could arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps? How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? Your cheap antics don't fool me, Olivier. Should I call you Mr. Erebonian Operative? Except the title Silver Streak isn't just for show. So, I guess you were just pretending you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua, huh? I don't want to worry those two anymore. Back to the subject at hand. Why don't you start talking? Who are you, and what are you doing in the barrel? And before that, I'm going to have to correct you on 2 points. First of all, the cheap antics are totally natural. I'm not play acting or anything, it's just who I am. He's totally play acting. I'm sure. You mean to tell me you drank wine without paying just because you felt like it? And being taken to the Hawk End Gate so you could gather information was all part of the plan? You even set yourself up to run into us? I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on is the device is not an ordnance. It's an artifact, which is unearthed in the Empire. It can piggyback off of any orbital communication system, and its transmissions can be encrypted, so no worry about being intercepted. Comes in handy for a busy man such as myself. Artifact. Like one of the sacred relics the Septian Church has stewardship over that we just talked about, like literally 5 minutes ago? I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh, no, Shira. You should never try to pry into the secrets of a mysterious beauty all at once. I'd like to get to know a real woman. I'm more than willing to show you with my whip. Shira, I don't see any humor in those eyes. Jokes aside. You really should have just been straightforward from the beginning. As you've already figured out, my position is that of an operative in the Empire. I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I came here to meet a certain someone. Yes, someone you know all too well, the one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist of the Royal Army. The Bracer, with the special title belonging to but 4 people in the whole of the entire continent. The Divine Blade, Cassius Bright, is the one I seek. Chapter 2. The Side Quest. Let's see, if we're going to travel around the entire kingdom, our next destination is the Ronwell village? Region. Oh my god, talk. I wonder which route we should take to get there. About that, you're not really planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite the detour if we head there on foot. You remember what Shira said, right? We need to walk and actually see the places first. I do actually remember. Or maybe it was Dad. Well, I mean, Dad told Shira that, so... And we could save money. Yep. Okay, cool. First of all, I might have something to turn in. Guess not. So I didn't do the escort, I didn't do that. What's that? Oh, yep, that's the quest we're about to go turn in. I mean, I've always assumed this is another one of those salvage societies, like we had back in Xenogears. Or arguably Mass Effect. In other words, the modern stuff is based on the older stuff. Ergo, yeah, that's how there's compatibility. You're welcome for rescuing it, dude. How do you not get sick of fishing? Yeah, how do you not get sick of playing video games? Ugh. Can you imagine playing video games for 40 years? Ugh. There we go. We found your ring. Who would ever thought this would have come back to me like this? There's no doubt this is the ring that was stolen. No, this is the one that was stolen, alright. It was a memento from my mother. I know it anywhere. It's really important to you then, right? I almost believed I'd never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I'm just glad we could help. I sure hope you got this back in the dungeon, because if you didn't, you could never do this side quest. It's not even a big deal, it's just, huh? The amount of... So, another way in which this game feels kind of RPG Maker-y is there's a whole lot of you can only go there once, or you can only go there during a chapter. The reason I bring that up is yeah, there's a lot of missables. It's easier to program it that way, put very, very simply. It's easier to program a game in which you can have stuff you can never get back to than it is to program a game in which you have access to stuff ahead of time. Because it's all kinds of additional work and effort and time that is required in order to add the triggers and the interactions and the NPCs to allow you to revisit places. I know that sounds strange because so many games do that, but it's true, right? Yeah, that's what I was checking easily. Ugh. So it's easier to make destinations one time only or make events one time only because it doesn't require any additional code work. There's no additional scripts, there's no additional anything. It's just go, get, if not get, oh well. What I'm trying to say is, yet again, I'm not sure if this whole missable thing was on purpose, but it was, again, just a byproduct of the nature of how they were getting used to the program. I did Let me double check something, because I'm actually curious. I know I had Blitz. I know I have work boots. I still have some of those. I know I got the armor. Yep. Looks like I did not actually pick up those weapons. And I'm still not going to, for that matter. Alright, hang on a second. Double check my notes. Yep. Come on, game. Okay, so we want Evade 2. I don't have Evade 2. I have seen some of the achievements, yeah, and I agree. They're a little bit eyebrow-raising. Not something I'm ever going to go for. He's going to sell an Evade 2. Why don't I have access to Evade 2? I also don't have HP 2, I notice. I'm allowed to complain about lack of physical damage when the physical damage has been consistently lower than every other damage type the entire game. The reason I stopped buying weapons was specifically because of the fact that physical damage was so far behind that it stopped being worth the financial investment to do so. It's also worth noting, I am going to go ahead and buy the weapons in the next town, so we have the money for it, which I should. Of these. Yeah. We'll hold off on this until we get to the next town. Let's just get to the next town, then we'll reorganize everything. Check every chest twice. I mean, you're kind of inclined to do that anyways, but... Let me double check something. Yeah, we should do that now. Max BP. Yeah, that pretty much requires a guide. It's so easy to skip out on 1 BP on accident, too. Whoops. Huh? Yeah. Where is it? Okay, it's east. One of these days, we will find an RPG. That is amazing. Possibly in a few days. Like I said, I'm looking forward to SC, which I'm never going to call that, by the way. Just to be very clear. Sky 2, and that's what I'm going to list it as. And everything except for the YouTube. But...
We're good to go.
If this is cheating, then screw you. I need to remember where to turn in the black book. The black logbook I bothered to get at the vacuum. I guess we can go in. Down the stairs, huh? Oh God! I did not see this at all. Do you see this? Look at that. Like, if you're looking at it, it's obvious, but that just blended into the background completely to me. So I'm like, where's the stairs down? It's only a matter of time till we find some evidence against you. You know. There are, but as I will demonstrate in just a second, you can't change camera in some areas. So, where'd the mirror disappear to that was listed in the black book? It'd be in your best interest to start talking now. It's only a matter of time till we find evidence against you. How many times have I told you to show me proof of wrongdoing? If I'm suspected of something, then prove it. But you can't, can you? What's the matter? Huh? Oh, actually, this man is being held in suspicion of scheming to take over a factory that didn't belong to him. The only bad news is we haven't been able to find any decisive evidence linking him to a crime. We can only detain him for so long. After that, we have to release him. Looking for material evidence? Estelle? Remember that black book we found in the hideout? Black book? Oh, yeah. You mean the one that was hidden in the vacuum cleaner? Book inside a vacuum cleaner. Would you mind letting me take a look at it? Nope. Here you go. Aha! This is what I was looking for. This, there's no doubt about it. This is his secret account ledger at the factory. Hey, Nigel. Take a look at this. Looks familiar. Can't be happening. I was taken along with my vacuum by the burglars. Thank you. This has been a great help. Any bracer can do work like this is a good bracer in my book. With this notebook, we should be able to easily establish his guild. I'll make sure we send an official payment through the guild sometime in the future. Appreciate your help. Wong. Okay, so to demonstrate, let me rotate the camera really quick. You may or may not notice the camera is not rotating. There's even a button that says in the upper right there. And when you're outside, woo, there's still some limits, as you can see. But you can at least do some kind of rotation. And then when you get to an opener world area, which is the paths, woo! Yeah. Now that that's done, now we can get on with it.
Let's move out.
Oh God, that sounds awful, Easel. I liked the PSP, but yeah, they had to do some interesting control schemes to accommodate that hardware. I don't think that's negative worthy, no. That's just irritating. I was gonna say, the whole trilogy is literally the same engine, isn't it? Literally, not even iterative. One of the things I'm confused by is why the game does that default camera thing. It's a minor issue, but it's a constant issue, right? Like, I can't demonstrate now because I'm not near town, but if I go into town, I go into a building, the camera will be like this. It'll be stuck like this because I'm in a building. When I go outside, the camera's still like this. So then I have to orient myself so I can actually tell where the hell I am. Let's not deal with that. Wait. Those are eggs. Those are eggs. Run! Run! I know, I actually think I set it to the 45-degree thing, because I kind of prefer it. Speaking of not being able to change the camera. Yeah, explodey mobs... Banelings are an interesting unit type, and they can do some good things with banelings if used properly. And then other times they're just a pain. This chest has been cleaned out. Villainous. I know I keep constantly comparing this game to Earthbound, but in Earthbound, the point of the explodey enemies is it's part of the tactics of fighting them, because you usually don't fight them by themselves. So it's not just about fighting them last, although that is the major element, but also because of the rolling HP thing. Oh, I haven't saved in a minute. Ooh. Because of the rolling HP thing, the goal is to like finish the battle as quickly as possible and not actually take the explodey damage, right? Which works better as opposed to things that are just there to hurt you. Let's take that guy, I suppose. Okay. Okay. That should actually be enough for both of those, and it's about to go off, so let's just see what happens. Yeah, okay, so those two are down. 2 Hellgates. You... Let's heal Joshua so he doesn't die. Have enough chance? Nope. That doesn't matter. They should be on each other. Let's see. A broccoli with a skirt. Its head is a cinnamon roll. That sounds about right. Yeah. Nah, I shouldn't be parsimonious. Parsimonious?
Let's move out.
Poor experience. But decent amount of Sepith, which is what I really wanted of that. Ooh, HP 2. Nice. Speaking of HP 2. What would you expect to find in here? And pearl earrings. What did those get us? Prevent seal. And there's one of our first elemental attack things, if we wanted to go that route. So we can do earth right now. Unfortunately, I don't have any prevent poisons. Apparently, I forgot to put on my work boots, so I should go fix that. Hang on, can she not wear the Stregas? Oh, no, she can. Okay. She'll get the Stregas. We know she would appreciate the shoes. Everything else here. Don't mind me. I should probably save after having successfully gotten the chest. No, I'm not going to equip till I get to town. Which I'm totally going to do soon, right? I gotta look at the walkthrough. Oh my god, it's how far away? Okay. Is that building supposed to be the checkpoint? Seems like it. About to be in the Ron village. It's almost sundown. We should let them sit here for the night. Crossing through the pass at night would be dangerous. With our field of vision limited, we'd be on bad footing. There's also the possibility we'd fall off the cliff if we were attacked by nocturnal monsters. Got a point. I wouldn't recommend it. 1, Don Crow, and you are looking at it. Technically, I have played and beaten one of the Cold Steel games, but in every way that matters, I haven't. So all we can do is explain our situation to the soldiers at the checkpoint. So let's see if we can set ourselves up a little bit here. I still don't have an evade too. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Let's just do this real quick. Hey, Game Geek. How ye be? Now we have access to some blue stuff. Option 1. And shield 1. I need to open up his slot. But he still has Hellgate, which is good. Now she has a better heal, an AoE heal, and that's basically it. But still, she's got some good healing going on. Well, this is unusual. We don't get many travelers at this hour. No, right, Easel. You get lost hiking on the trail? Not exactly. We're bracers, just so you know. Wow, I'm surprised to see someone your age is a bracer. You here working with him? Actually, we're traveling around the kingdom to become senior bracers. You see, we really want to be the best, like no one ever was. Maybe that's to do with being young, but kids are certainly fired up these days. Maybe that's an overstatement. We've had an untold number of monsters appearing there. It's quite peculiar, really. We've got a rest stop for travelers, so it'd be best to stay here for the night. Actually, yeah, easily. That's a better comparison than my Kingdom Hearts 1 comparison, I think. What's really funny is we still might actually straight up cheat, just, you know, in the final dungeon. Are you talking personally or like as a writer, Don Crow? Because there's a lot of potential there as a writer, but personally that's easy, thought-based. I don't even want to do this. This is for show, right? Like, to use Star Trek as an example, Q doesn't need to snap his fingers, not really. He just does that because it's his particular way of doing things, right? Unlike, say, Thanos, who actually needs to, you know, clench his gauntlet in order to use it. What do you mean, Velcro It's also kind of a cool thing in TNG where each queue has their own thing they do. Oh my god, there's a heal thing right here. Oh my god. Yeah, I've seen that too, Blade Javal. That's hilarious. Whatever. Double check my notes here. Here we go. Lighthouse Monsters. That's what I was looking for. Oh my god. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to this game and how missable it is. So I'm in a checkpoint, right? I have to go down a path, and after the path I enter Ruan, okay? On that path I can go to the lighthouse and have a side quest, which I can only do then, because the moment I hit Ruan, the side quest has been chopped off and I can't do it anymore. This is not the only thing like that. Okay, that's true, DZ. I withdraw the complaint completely. Still giving the negative, though. This ice tunnel. Actually, yeah, I do. Apologies for intruding. We're actually wondering... Explain. Estelle tried to make her eyes as large and yearning as she could in hopes of scouring some free food as well. That's no problem. I can see from the emblems your bracers. Feel free to use the next room over next here. We appreciate this, sir. Thank you. That's an interesting question, Blade Duvall. We'll have to pay attention because we're about to be locked out from before the previous thing, too. Ah, so nice and warm. But, you know, wood stoves feel more cozy than these things. Yeah, I agree. Ornament stoves may heat up quickly, but they're certainly efficient, but they can't compare with the feel of a real wood-burning stove. True, but these ones are much easier to use. Sorry to bother you. Heard from the chief that you might be staying the night. If you're eating for dinner, I'd be happy to share what we have with you. Really? It'd be wonderful, thank you. No worries. After the airliners went into service, the number of travelers coming through here drastically decreased. Honestly, with all the free time we've got, we welcome any guests coming through here. In that case, we'll make sure to eat up. Alright, give us a little time to get supper in order. Full disclosure, I think Usher's night to cook, so I hope your stomachs are delicate. Rotating cooking duties in an outpost. I could do an entire game based on that concept. A lot of rivalry going over the kind of incident. There are quite a few nice soldiers once you start talking about a personal level. Yeah, that's true. Although, I think Liberal is about the only place you're going to find nice soldiers. No comment. What do you mean by that? Don't take me too seriously. I'm just thinking out loud. In the meantime, let's put our bags down somewhere. Sorry, one moment, please. Come on. Right. Have I given that positive yet? Yes. Okay, cool. Oh man, I'm so stuffed. They said not to expect much, but the food is pretty good, don't you think? It's certainly nothing like I've ever had before. Hey, excuse me for disturbing you. Oh, sir, the meal was delicious. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Really? You must have taste buds of iron, too. I mean, I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. Anyway, we've had another guest arrive. If it's not too much trouble, could you two share the same room? Another guest in the middle of the night? They must have some serious guts to be hiking the mountains at this hour. But no, we don't mind. It's not like we're paying to stay here either. I appreciate that. He's actually the same line of work as both of you, so I'm sure he'll get along just fine. I know I'd seen you two before. My name's Guts, Berserk, Agate. So you already know each other, huh? By the way, Agate, what do you plan to do about dinner? Appreciate the invitation, but I had something before coming here. All I need is somewhere to crash for the night. Understood. Go ahead and divide up the beds. Alright, good night. If I remember right, weren't you Cassie's kids? What are you doing sleeping in a place like this? What happened to Sherazard? Shara returned to Roland. Now it's just the two of us traveling together. We're thinking of making our way around the kingdom in order to become senior bracers. We're going to see places we want to protect and train so we can do just that. Senior bracers travel the kingdom on foot? You're a bunch of carefree brats, aren't you? What'd you just call us? There's no way the two of you are simply going to become senior bracers. Use your brains. Think about it for a moment. Say what you want. We help the arrest of the Sky Bandits, and we've even got some recommendations, so quit treating us like we're a bunch of kids. Oh, that. Heard all about it from Old Man Lugren. Alright. Let me put it to you this way. Suppose you'd been the only ones there. Do you think you could have solved the incident? Just you two alone, without Shara's help. Well, I think it would have been very difficult. That's pretty obvious when you think about it, huh? You two are newbies and brats, to say the least. Not to mention you're lacking in strength and experience. You don't have the ability to make quick, sound judgments. You get caught up yourselves and forget that. One of these days you're going to get the rug pulled out from under you. We're not caught up in ourselves. How about yourself, Mr. Macho Man? What are you trying to think, trying to hike through the pass at this hour of night? You're either playing careless or maybe that just bandana's a little bit too tight. Watch your mouth, Brad. I'm trying to hone my skills, unlike you amateurs. Actually, if you were paying attention, you asshole, that's exactly what we just said we're doing, is we're trying to train up. I don't like Agate, by the way. Besides, I'm here for work. Don't try to compare my actions with your tourist training. Work for the guild? Yeah, that's right. The work your old man forced on me. Dad pushed his work on you? Ugh, forget about it. I've got an early day ahead of me, and I'm an asshole. You two quit talking. Get some sleep. He just avoided finishing the conversation. Well, I did drop a tidbit about Dad. That's something at least. Enough already. Just shut the hell up and let me sleep. Or stop poking around where you shouldn't, or you're gonna get burned. Say, why don't you get your behinds over to Ruan? Do some jobs on the bulletin board there. It's far better suited for the likes of you. He's definitely a dick. Whether he's an asshole or not is actually a little bit debatable, but he is definitely a dick. Like, I've encountered his type before in several things. It boils down to, you suck at this, why are you bothering to try and get better at it? How many of you have ever encountered that attitude before in your lives? About anything, really. Maybe at school, maybe about a specific subject, maybe like speedrunning, like a hobby. Maybe about sports. Maybe about learning something, historically speaking. Blah, 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 blah. We could doodle on his face before we go to sleep. I don't know. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm ready to take over for you. Oh, is that time already? It really makes me wonder if anyone really needs to stand guard with nobody coming through here. I think it'd be better if we just kept the gate locked all night. Fortunately, rules are rules. It's our job to follow. Exactly, PB Good Fate. And I sympathize, Arspruce. My mother's the same way. We just got over the Sky Bandit mess. Now things seem to be going downhill. Huh? Do you hear something? It sounds like rustling leaves. Sure it's not just the wind? Must have been the wind. So these assholes. I hate these things. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna pay attention this time around to see if Agate actually serves any narrative function. In this game, obviously. I'm gonna check it out. You two stay here. We are about to have him in the party for the first time, though. Let's be able to save before I do this fight. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. This is bad news. Better hurry up and back him up. Forget it, you kids. Why are you trying to stop us from helping? You call yourself a bracer. Don't get me wrong, it's the Army's job to protect the checkpoint, not yours. These guys are well trained. They'd be able to take care of them in no time. You just be getting in the way. It's like he says, this is our job. I'm getting back inside, you three. He's even stronger than the rumor suggested. Well, yeah. He wields a greatsword, which isn't that heavy. Just surround me, huh? Pretty clever, bunch of mutts. Yeah, seriously, guys. You have a defensible gate. Terrain. I know this game doesn't know what terrain is. Sorry. I guess I'll have him melee, because why not? So I'm going to be a little more clustered than that by then. Oh well. Now they'll be nice and clustered. How greedy can I get? Looks like 3 is my max. Increase CP, reduce HP. Hey, Lucas Slaughter. Sorry. Didn't see you at first. Leaning on Hellgate at this point, aren't I? It's funny because it's such a tiny AoE, but it does pretty decent damage. And enemies clustered by their nature, just because the AI, so...
Piece of cake.
Some nice Sepith. There are lots of them. We were pretty formidable. Oomph. Looks like Anders a little better than I would have expected. But then again, maybe it's only natural if you learn the basics from your old man. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you did well. For newbies. You're still a heck of a long way from being senior bracers, though. Yes, that's the point. Why are you constantly trying to push them down? God, dude. It's all good. We took care of the last one of them. How's your injured guy? And luckily, he just suffered a few minor cuts and bruises. I'm glad that you happened to be here. I should have expected much from the heavy blade Agate. I didn't do much. These kids didn't do a half-bad job either. Is that so? Well, thanks to you too, then. Sure. Well, we intend to patrol the area just in case. How about you guys get inside, get some rest? We'll do that, but be careful. Take this dog whistle. Alright, I guess it's time for me to get back to bed. We shouldn't have to worry about any other dangers. You be good kids. Get some sleep. Good night. Might actually think did he give us a compliment? He may have recognized our ability. Maybe he's a lot more straightforward than he meant out to be. I don't know about that, but he certainly talks big. Estelle, wake up. Can a woman have her beauty sleep? Joshua? Is it already time to go to the guild? What are you talking about? This is the Crone Pass checkpoint. Oh, right. We had that monster scare last night. Huh? Where'd the redheaded jerk go? He took off early. Apparently had an urgent job to attend to. Oh. After we helped him fend off the monsters last night, too. How rude of him not to say anything before leaving. It's not that big of a deal. How about we get ourselves ready? I'd like to make it through the pass by noon. Alright. That's good. Oh, I guess we don't have to heal. Let's save then. Let me out! Okay, fine, whatever. Good morning. Good morning to yourselves as well. Thanks for helping us out this night. It's fine. We didn't do that much. Everything was fine. Normal night. Tell you what, that was strange. You know the lights along the road or the checkpoints have the ability to ward off monsters? Yep. If there were monsters that approached the checkpoint, they wouldn't be able to be more than 2 and 3 in number, so... Yesterday was the first time I've ever seen them come in a large pack like that. Then again, these monsters were small change when compared with the Imperial Army. We should probably just consider it good training in protecting our base of operations. Protecting the checkpoint is paramount. Ready to fill out this paperwork? Yep. Hey, Spartan. Thanks. Blue oceans and white magnolias await you. That reminds me, you'll be heading to Rohan City, right? Yep, that was the plan. Why? Just make sure to report to the guild concerning the incident last night. There'll be payment from the army. Really? Yeah, you're gonna have to divvy up your spells with Agate. Okay. Whee. Oh, hang on. The situation seems familiar somehow. Has the game improved any? That's an interesting question. We're almost out of the tutorial, though. Almost. Wait, they get rid of the chest messages in Cold Steel? I say. Is it even a Trails game if there's no chest messages? Yeah, I know. After a while, you're gonna run out. It's like the people who write fortunes for fortune cookies. Which there's a whole thing about, by the way. Nothing to see here. Move along. Aw, they got rid of them on the remakes, too? Wow. What's up? Hey, Joshua, check it out. It's the ocean. Yes, I think I would have figured that out. So blue and sparkly and huge. Oh, that's awful, Easel. I weep for that writing team. Sound of the waves, smell of the tide. This is what it feels like. Is this the first time you've seen the ocean? Well, I can sort of remember seeing it when I was really young. I was on an ocean liner with Dad one time. Might be the first time I've seen it up close, though. Let's see. It's Sky 2. Played it all. Sky 1, Sky 2, Sky 3 are actually called Sky FC, Sky SC, and Sky 3C, or something like that. I mean, just think, it's only a few days away, Mook. I feel like we've accomplished something, because we walked here instead of taking a ship. I'll give me my camera back. Thank you. Yeah, forgive me for being a boring accounting nerd, but I'm going to keep calling it Sky 1, Sky 2, and Sky 3 for the sake of paperwork and just sanity. You'll notice they completely figured that out by the time they get to Cold Steel. Because it's just Cold Steel 1, Cold Steel 2, Cold Steel 3, and Cold Steel 4. Of this very game, Lenirith, the one you're looking at. Here's the question. Do you think we can beat the game before the remake comes out? No, we cannot. It comes out tomorrow. Do you think we can beat the game before someone beats the remake? There we go. That's a challenge. Yeah, then there's Azure and Zero, which... There's a reason I just called it the Crossbell duology, to make it easier to keep track of. Will I take a look at the remake? Nope. I mean, if you guys fund it, sure, but as of this moment in time, no. In fact, I don't even think it's on the list. Yeah, that's why I asked Melkor Blade. There's the lighthouse. "100% Steel Soul." Jesus Christ. What to do, what to do. I wouldn't feel right leaving the lighthouse unattended to go get help. On the other hand, I can't very well leave things as they are, either. My, who have we here? What brings you to the Verene Lighthouse? Nothing much, just looking around. How about you? I belong here. I'm the keeper. I must say, it's not an easy task maintaining a lighthouse of this size. Huh? Something wrong? That's emblem. Oh, yeah, we're bracers. Junior bracers, at any rate. Did you say so earlier? Y'all should rush to the assistance of an octogenarian in need, not pretend like you didn't notice his forlorn expression. What? What are you talking about? Why didn't you say anything to us? Because you didn't ask. Shouldn't the first words out of your mouth be, "Are you in need of assistance, my elderly friend?" I tell you, young bracers these days are all fight, no care. Where's the love? Where's the compassion? Y'all are worlds apart from that manly bracer I worked with before. Now that was a bracer you could set your clocks by. Yes, sirree. 7 years? 8? Oh, perhaps longer than it. He was better than you two. Well, I can tell you how much I'm simply loving this abusive lecture of yours. You were saying something about needing assistance. Oh, right. Dire need, indeed. I was out cutting the grass, and silly me, I forgot to shut the door. And wouldn't you know it, by the time I got back, there were monsters. Monsters, one might even say. Well, the monster skittering about, I didn't go back in there. I'm not that senile. Yet. So basically you want us to exterminate the monsters, right? That's the idea, yes. Try not to die. Okay. Why would monsters go into a lighthouse? They were probably drawn by the Septium. The light produced by the particularly large ornament is, as you might imagine. Spot on, whippersnapper. Well, that's happened before. The monsters were all gathered together at the top. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Then get going. Use that brutish body of yours. Right, I need to get that negative. Yeah, we might circle back to this. Sorry, I'm debating something. Give me a sec, please. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can hang. So we might not be able to. That did not do as much damage as I was hoping.
Piece of cake.
Joshua learned to taunt. Whoa! That's a decent amount of Sepith. Now we got some salt! And we leveled, so I guess I don't need to heal. You should respect my authority. Why? Because I'm older than you. Okay. You have anything else going? Age! Okay. That'd actually be funny if that was his whole response to that. So what do you get going? Age! And that's the totality of his response. Let's go for a lucky shot. Oh, that's right. He's an old man, so he's got to be like, what, 28? Something like that? Oh yeah, I never said this out loud, but I walked back the HUD negative. It is irritating to me, and I stand by that irritation, but I don't think it's actually negative worthy, so whatever. Whatever. That would be interesting if there's enemies who specifically had low defense, and so were specifically weak to physical damage. The absence of the FF10 thing. We actually already talked about that. What's doubly strange is they have the entire bar filled out. So, like, there's clearly room for it to do the calculations and show what it is. It's just not there. And I mean, it's functionally doing the calculation anyways, it's just not showing it to us. Oh man, seniority succession. Oh god. You want to get Zeiss's? That's how you get Zeiss's. Let's treat each of these fights like they're real. Might as well. They're a little bit higher level than I am. Just a bit. I mean, fair, Lord Aramont. I never even learned the full story. Just they had like a whole legacy down there.
Let's move.
Half of Morocco. I don't know what Cold Steel's battle song sounds like. Is it the same battle song in each of the Cold Steels? That could get old. Okay. I mean, a lot of games do that, so that makes sense. Aggie Skill. Aggie Skill? Aggie Skill?
We're good to go.
Rob this old man. Aw. He has nothing of worth. PSP, actually, Spartan. So, close. Is that everything? Did we get everything? Oh man, could you imagine? Like PS1 level load times in a game like this, considering how often we screen transition. Hey, old twat. I mean, old man. How'd the monster busting go? Stick a fork in it, old man, because this job is done. Monsters all been taken care of. Everything should be back to normal in there now. Oh, my, that's splendid news. Oh, fine, I can put my mind at ease. Thank you for all your hard work. Don't forget, as you flex your bracer muscles in the future, to flex hardest, the strongest muscle of them all, the carrying muscle. We will, certainly try to do that, old man. You take care as well, you old fossil. If you'll excuse us. Hey, so what do you think you're doing? Huh? Aren't y'all forgetting something? I don't think so. How about, is there anything we can do before we go, you good man? I'm not hearing it. Observe my mouth, mimic its movements. Is there anything else we can do? You get the picture. It's proper etiquette, nay, proper caring to check with your client to ensure there's no other issues. That dashing young lad who helped me before certainly knew how to have a good impression. Y'all can learn a thing or two from him. I believe you're in the same organization he was, like comparing palms to a dragon. You're really trying my patience, you old windbag. If that dashing young man was really Aidios' gift to bracers, why don't you give us a few pointers, huh? Tell us more about this man-crush of yours so we can better get ourselves in his image and get you off our backs. Oh, he's a dapper young fellow who came to lend me a hand 7 or 8 years ago. But what a man he was! Far different from you, girl, that's for sure. He was a real bracer, not some cheap imitation. In fact, the only way I could possibly compare the two of you would be hair color, I suppose. Same sort of reddish-brown. Exact same, in fact. Looking closely, the color of your eyes is about the same, too. Yeah, uh-huh. I was really hoping you'd be just like him when you said we're braces, but I guess that was just wishful thinking. I doubt anyone could be as amazing as he is. Could people stop crushing on our dad? Can't hurt to try, though. Be diligent. Maybe one day you'll be a real bracer yourself. If you're not dashing, you did help me out, and I'm truly grateful. Always remember to care for your clients, and you'll do fine. Oh no, he fell down the stairs. Oh, and he broke his head on every single stair. Every single one of them. Uh-huh. Yep, we're definitely going to be higher level than the highest level person wandering around right now. At least around here. And we're never coming back. The end. I mean, it is kind of a running gag, but yeah, it's like, guys, come on. Please, please stop telling me how super duper awesome it is that you have your own bona fide warrior of light in your country. Second. Oh, the orphanage. Right, right. I mean, I've heard it argued that as recently as Cold Steel, let's say 4, he's still in the top 3. Because, yeah, I was going to mention Reen, but... well, these pretty white flowers blooming everywhere. What did you say this place was called? Minoria. Minoria Cathedral. Little seaside village with an inn. And the white flowers are a type of hibiscus. They're so pretty. Dishing the flowers together. It smells great around here. Sorry, Easel. Sorry. Like I said, I discovered the other day that it actually pauses the game when I alt-tab. It doesn't just mute it. Do you have any provisions? Why don't we get something local? We just got to run. That's true. Okay, let's check out the inn and tavern. Thank you. In fairness, Reen kind of has... how do I put this? Not a very good life. And there's no nice way to phrase this. We tend to empathize more with people who've had a rough life, even if they otherwise are, you know, just better than everyone else, right? Earning it is what that boils down to. From memory, no, Melkor Blade, but we'll see as we go through it. Oh god, people good bit. Why, I'm just gonna alt-tab right now. No, I'm kidding, sorry. Zach was fired from his job in Ruan. Cool. That's cool. I used to work at the harbor, but I came back to the village of my birth. I'll probably wind up settling down where I was born and raised. The only downside is my oh-so-delightful sister is here. Ugh, could you imagine? You guys travelers? I live over at the inn. You gotta stop by if you have time. Effective marketing. Ah, yeah, good point, Easel. Damn it. You travelers, if you're looking for a place to eat, I suggest you try the Magnolia. They got good food and a fair amount for your money. Oh man, I love roadside places like this. In real life. They still exist. You just, you know, you gotta get outside of the city region to find them. I've noticed a few of the songs have some tonal familiarity. I don't know what to call that. Yes, in other words, Melkor Blade. Oh, what am I doing? I'll leave 10 of everything. Oh, jeez. This 11 of everything's easier. Okay, for just a second, I was wondering why we needed... Dang it. Ah! Olive oil to make French fries. Then I thought about it for 5 seconds. Of course, steaks are super expensive. Yeah, I actually wonder why they default to no on that. Because that's a choice. Okay, that's actually most of our money. That is probably worth it while we're here. Yeah, no, exactly. It's the very definition of seconds and minutes. It just adds one extra step to every menu interaction. One extra button press. There's actually a professional term for that. That's called interaction cost. Which is exactly what it sounds like. How much does the player have to do a thing? We're all woodsmen, hikers, mountain nuts here. Came to Minoria so we could do some climbing in the Crone Mountains. Self-proclaimed mountaineers. We know Minoria is the best place to set off for a trek up the Crone Mountains. We're just getting everything set to make the climb safely. They were never heard from again. Sure, that's probably worth it. Ooh, paella. Hey, paella man, hey, hey. Sorry, dumb reference. Although I do love a good paella. Wait, did we... Ah, here we go. Welcome to the White Magnolia. I don't recall seeing you before here. You on vacation? No, we're passing through on our way to Ruan. We came from Bose by way of the Crone Pass. Oh, you're joking. Wow. I thought I'd made another person brave enough to handle that place in this day and age. You're into hiking, I assume? No, not especially. Sure works up an appetite, though. Is there anything you'd particularly recommend? Oh, yeah, the box lunch. The windmill at the edge of town has a platform with a great view. Every day at lunch, lots of people buy them and take them there to eat. Oh, that might be nice. What you're saying, it sounds like something I'd like. Why don't we try it? What kind of box lunches are there? Well, there's smoked ham, seafood paella. I think I'll try the sandwich. I'll have the seafood. Thank you, that'll be 120 mira. I'll toss in some herb tea. No charge. It's my specialty. Thanks. Want to go over to the viewing platform? Sure. Oh, hello. Wow, we're like 15 hours in and we're just now meeting her. Where could he be? Can you move on, Joshua? Whoa, so watch where we're going, or plonk. I'm sorry, you okay? I wasn't paying attention to where I was going and... No, it's alright. Pardon me, I confess my attention was elsewhere as well. Okay, I guess we're even. I swear, what are you doing? What's wrong? Nothing. I'm sorry if she disturbed you. You're not hurt, I hope. No, I'm fine. I was looking for someone. I wasn't watching where I was going. Oh, who are you looking for? A little boy, about 10 years old, wearing a cap. I don't suppose you've seen him by any chance? Wearing a cap. Do you see anyone like that, Joshua? Not that I recall, no. Let's see, where could he be? If you'll excuse me, sorry to have caused you trouble. Bye. I'm not a major character. Bye. Joshua, hello, calling Joshua. Oh, what is it? Gee, I wonder. Oh, I get it. I see what's going on. What half-baked idea you're cooking up this time? Now, no, don't be shy about it. I see the way she set your heart aflutter. Absolutely not. I just think I've met her before, a long time ago. I was just surprised. Met her before, you say. As pick-me-up lines go, I'll give it 30 points. Moving on. Did you recognize your uniform? Well, you mentioned it. Isn't that the same uniform Josette used as a disguise? Yep, Jedis Royal Academy. Since Red Ruan, it's not all that surprising to see someone wearing one. Ah, so it's a real thing then. She seemed polite and smart, and refined. Totally different from that scruffy, crude pretender, in other words. What are you talking about? Josette had you completely fooled from the get-go. Oh, that's right. You teased me about it then, too. Well, if you get taken for a fool again, don't expect me to help you. Instead of picking on me, why not work on becoming a better judge of character? I had a right. Fine, I won't pick on you anymore. Good. Now, why don't we have lunch? Fine. I guess. We can have food. Ugh. Wow, check out the view. Yep, you can practically see the entire ocean from here. No. See, there's this thing called the curvature of the Earth. Getting to eat a place like this really makes you feel like you're living it up, huh? Sure does. So, shall we have ourselves a nice picnic then? Sure. I'm starving. A load of the smoked ham sandwich. Wait, it is a hamwich. Sandwich. Smells so good. I'm looking forward to eating my seafood paella personally. I love the smell of saffron. Let's dig in. Time for the first bite. Oh, it's as good as it smells. The lettuce is super fresh and crunchy. Paella is good too. Just the right amount of saffron. Oh man, that actually sounds good. Like 2 slabs of ham and then like normal sandwich, except the ham is the bread. I need to do that someday. My compliments to the chef. Hey, can I have a bite? I've never tried paella before. Alright, I bet we share. But my hands are full. I know, you can feed me. Feed you? Yep. This is a little embarrassing. Oh, it's fine. It's not like anyone's watching. Unless you can let loose, you'll never enjoy yourself. It's not being seen that makes it embarrassing. I don't have much of a choice here, do I? Joshua fed Estella a bite of the paella. Delicious. That's some pretty fantastic seafood. I don't know what that sweet peppery smell is, but it really adds something. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, I'm being selfish, aren't I? Okay. She pushed her sandwich into Joshua's mouth, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. That's pretty tasty, but you really didn't have to do that, you know. I know. That hit the spot. The herbal tea we got with our meals was pretty good. Yeah, it was nice and warming without sitting all heavy. The breeze is so nice, makes me sleepy. They say you shouldn't sleep right after eating. But maybe a little post-meal nap isn't so bad in moderation. Yeah. Huh? Oh my god, it's a plot hook for the world of ruin! Sorry. See that? It looked like a seagull, except it was huge! Yeah, the wings were a different shape, and the beak was sharp. Maybe it was a falcon or an eagle? A white falcon. I don't know, they made them in that color. I wonder if it's a sign of good fortune in our future. It's okay she can't swim, too, Bladewell. Yeah, this scene in the remake, they gotta animate it, right? So... Yeah, I thought you were sleepy. Oh. Not anymore, I guess. Maybe we should get going, then. I'd like to check in with Ronnie and Gilbranch. Get our paperwork squared away. Oh, right. Okay, I guess. Oh no, it's boy wearing a cap. Did they really easel? I mean, that makes sense. That's a scene right at the beginning, so yeah. Today must be my day for just randomly running into people. Sorry, but Dad, I'm just looking for somebody. You're not from around here, are you? Nope, we're from out of town. Hey, aren't you... What? We ran into a girl said she was looking for a boy wearing a cap. You know anything about that? Well, I'm looking for her, actually. Wait to see her. Over by the tavern. It was a while ago, though, so I'm not sure where she went. Would you like us to help you with this search? Nah, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I could find her. Why? That kid seemed pretty energetic. He reminds me of Luke back in Rollins. I wonder what the kids are up to now. What's wrong? It might just be my imagination, but have you lost anything? Lost what? Anything you're wearing? Money? Pouch? I knew it. What the? Where is it? Did I drop it on the mountain pass or something? Calm down. I remember you had it when we were eating lunch. If you lost, it has to be somewhere around here. Where are we around here? Yeah. I'm thinking the same thing. It was probably the kid. I'll bet it happened when he accidentally ran into you. What? Why do you want my bracer emblem? What reason does a kid have for wanting anything? He probably just took it because he could. Oh, he is in so much trouble. Once I get my hands on him, he's going to get the spanking of his life. Now, calm down. For now, let's focus on figuring out where he is. Hey, what's wrong? I have a question for you. You haven't seen a little boy in the cap around here, have you? Was he a student's guest at the Royal Academy? Yes. How do you know him? He's not from this town. I think he's one of the orphans. From Mercia Orphanage? A woman called Matron Theresa is the administrator, and she's pure evil because she's a matron of an orphanage, and this is fiction. This is off this gold seaside way to the east, so let's check it out. See, just once, I want to see a JRPG where, like, someone's like, oh, man, I'm totally going to rob you. And then because they're, you know, hardened combat veterans of 13 years old, oh, we can go pretty far out here. Fill your chest with your tears because it's empty. Because they're hardened combat veterans, the part, like, they without even meaning to, just attack back, like, counterattack, like, wah! And the orphan, like, loses its arm. And the orphan's like, oh my god! And everyone's like, holy crap! Why? And it's like, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. He was trying, he did something, he brushed up against me. It was combat reflexes. The kid was like, I was just gonna rob you, I'm sorry. It's okay, we have healing magic. Whoom, whoom. And the kid's just completely traumatized, like, ah! I was just gonna rob you. Why'd you chop my arm off? Listen, I was watching this movie called A New Hope. In fairness, that was an attack, not a rob. Oh, no, he's robbing me. Ultima! The entire town is completely wiped out, and that's how the starter town gets destroyed. Instead of being like the enemy attacking, or, you know, some enemy, you know, some military force or something, some random kid decided to rob the main character who already knew Ultima. Yeah, Dream Whisperer. I actually knew that, admittedly. Especially because you can use it as a warp point. Also, I really hope that Pokemon Builders game is actually worth a damn, because it could be really, really boring. Some of the games they've put out under the Pokemon label in the last few years have been really, really bad. hesitate to even call them games, honestly. Alright, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton. You should study while also leaving your Twitch browser open. I mean, again, it's the same developers as Dragon Quest Builders 2. That alone has me have some faith in it, you know what I mean? But we'll see.
Piece of cake.
Yes, really. I'm not actually joking. Yeah, I noticed the experience here for these enemies is pretty crap. Yeah, when I was watching the trailer, it struck me a little bit, and so I did a little digging off camera, and yeah, it's the same team. Because, for those of you not aware, they made Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I'm very, very, very fond of that game. I recommend it to basically everyone for every reason. And then, everyone was like, are you going to do Dragon Quest Builders 3? And the answer has been a fairly firm no. Because there was some behind-the-scenes drama, and Square was being Square, and blah, 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 blah. So that went nowhere, right? So I've been wondering what the team has been doing ever since, and, well, we have our answer now. But they went radio silent, which usually, since the studio didn't close down, usually means they're working on something. So I've been wondering what they were working on ever since. Yeah. What's wrong with stuff? Alright, that settles it. Situation has nothing to do with it. It's not okay to take things from people. When we find him, we need to punish him. Leave it to you get all worked up over it. But for now, you need to settle down, okay? I will murder this child. Okay, so we're not there yet. I think? Yeah, we'll find out. I think? Hang on, let's save really quick. I'm not even sure I have the CP to actually do this right now. And by that I mean I don't have the stats. We'll find out. I know, right, Paranoid Android? It's especially noteworthy because I am one of many, many people who thinks Dragon Quest V is at least in the running for best Dragon Quest game. Yeah, I think so too, DZ Maven. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do the orphanage foist. Look, as long as it has the gameplay and story of Builders 2 plus Pokemon, I mean, I'm just freaking sold. Yeah, that's the thing everyone's been weirded out by. Why start with a remake of 7 of all things? 7 is not one of the beloved ones. It's a weird decision. Like, if they did 8, I could see that. If they did 5, I could see that. They already did 3, so that's understandable. And they're doing 1, so that's understandable. But 7? Anyways. Miss Chloe's gonna be worried about you. No, she won't. Not after I show her the awesome thing I got. What'd you get? Don't forget anything. I just borrowed it from some crazy lady I ran into. Who are you calling crazy? What are you doing here? I'm a bracer. Give me a little credit. Whenever a delinquent like you goes, we'll figure out in no time. Damn, we ain't catching me. Hey, get back here. Mister, what's going on? Did Clem do something bad again? It's hard to barge in like this. Damn it, let me go! Let me go! I'll sue you for child abuse. You're a real brat, you know that. Give me back my emblem. You got no proof I took it. You're right on that one, but that's nothing a quick search won't fix. Yeah, cut it out, that tickles. Pervert, abuse. Come on, just give up, hand over what you took. Sieg. What the hell was that? Get away from the boy. Lay another hand on him, you'll have me to... Huh? Hey, you're that... I remember you from Minoria. Sweet. Help me, Miss Chloe. I didn't do anything and she's being mean to me. Didn't do anything, my butt. You stole my emblem. Heh, so where's your proof? And no tickling this time. I hate this attitude so much, by the way. This is funny. I was literally thinking about this attitude this morning. It's the never admit wrong attitude. Never back down. You know the type. It's actually a strategy. And it's a really, really dumb strategy that doesn't work for you or anyone and just makes the entire, like the very concept of discussion is made worse by the sheer decision to never ever back down and to never admit you're wrong, even when everyone in the entire universe knows you did. Yeah, its only validity is to frustrate and spite everyone. And yes, I am specifically calling out Trump and a lot of the GOP right now for this because it is an immeasurably aggravating attitude to have. I've hated this attitude since before modern politics, but because it's really, really easy to explain, right? You see a kid. Their hand is in the cookie jar. And they say, I didn't take any cookies. Yes, you did. Your hand's in the cookie jar. You are taking cookies right now. No, I didn't. We're past the point where you're defending yourself. You are guilty of taking the cookies. I'd have a long discussion with my niece about this once. This is years ago. And she was pretty young. And I was like, okay, listen. And I'm not going to bore you with it. It was a whole discussion of why you need to not do that. It is a very childish thing to do. It's the kind of thing that you should grow out of. Sorry. Just really pisses me off. And always has, again. Back to when I was a kid. What's the problem with me taking cookies? The other guys are taking cookies too. Is that whataboutism? No, that's there's a specific term for that exact argumentative strategy. Like, they're doing war crimes, so it's okay for me to do war crimes. They're taking cookies. Everyone's taking cookies. Here, I'll use a non-political example. There's a person I will not name who was openly admitting to botting on his Twitch account in order to pump up his views. And I mean openly, like on record, flat out stating, yeah, no, of course I bot. Everyone bots. And the defense he said was very simply, everyone bots. What's wrong with me doing it? No. I'm sorry, I thought for sure a thief had broken in. I assume there's a reason for all this? There sure is, Miss Chloe. Clem was being bad again. Is the apple pie ready yet? You'll have to wait a little longer. It needs time to bake. You friggin' brat. Child abuser. When are you gonna grow up, Clem? Yes, Clem! When are you going to grow up? It's gotten out of hand. Oh, I guess it has. It's all the noise. Matron Theresa. I don't know the full story, but it sounds like Clem's been up to no good. No fair, I didn't do anything. Pervert lady just says I did. This is another thing. I'm sorry to keep banging on this point, but you notice he's just added on the additional slur, which is designed to provoke an emotional response rather than an intellectual one. By calling her a pervert, he insists that there is something she's doing that is sexually wrong in the way she is interacting with him, thereby drawing attention away from the specific crime and indeed the thing that's being debated, which is did he steal from her or not, and turning it into an oh my god, that poor child. Because that kind of thing provokes that immediate emotional reaction for people, and that can either prevent actually engaging your brain and thinking about the situation, or misdirect the brain. Yeah, these kind of accusations can also be very ruinous because it is a false accusation, and it's a horrific false accusation. Something I'm very familiar with in my life, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to get worked up over this. Just, goddamn, this child needs some freaking parenting. Any kind of parenting. Because, yeah, this is wrong. Oh dear, this won't do. Clem, did you really not do anything? Of course not. Do you swear to ideas? I swear. It's just that you dropped some kind of badge in the nursery earlier. That wasn't yours, was it? But it was in my pants pocket. You saw, I'm sorry, let's go and analyze this for just a second. Did you notice how many times he denied it? Even when confronted directly with the supposed reasonable authority figure, he still consistently denied it. I'm actually with Dakota. This might be someone who is a legitimate sociopath. I know that's weird to say that's a kid who has that, but I mean, it's not like that they develop that, right? They're born that way. This kid's got a great career in politics. Clem, no more excuses. Give back what you stole. Alright, I'll give it back. Just drop it. Hey, I'm out of here. Stupid brat. It's alright, he'll be back when he starts getting cold. More to the point, why is everyone standing around? Why don't you tell me the whole story over a cup of tea? Ooh, tea and pie. Alright, real quick. You can have any kind of pie you want right now. Could be savory or sweet. Which one do you pick? For me... I'm gonna go shredded roast. That's my pick. I see. He really is a mean-spirited child, but he can be quite the little trickster. As his guardian, I must apologize. I am truly sorry. Oh, it's okay. I got my emblem back. Plus, I got some tasty herbal tea and apple pie. Here we go. So it looks like Mook is going to have a good day. It's a form of meat pie, Game Geek, but I specified the type of meat because that's the type of meat pie I want. I'm going to repeat myself 5 more times because I'm just that stupid. Vinegar pie? Alright, hold up. Vinegar pie. I gotta see this. Tell me about it. That is not what I was picturing. That looks like a custard. Ice pie. As long as it's not mud pie. Water pie. Okay. Yep. No, I actually, a while ago, no, it's a real thing. A while ago, I found a book in the library that was Depression-era cookbook. And it was pretty depressing. The title did not lie. People got really creative. Nothing new. That's not like an American thing. Everybody does that. Everybody gets creative when you just don't have food. You gotta do something, right? I'm double checking something. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you both. The tea was really the best part, though. It's just like the kind they brew in the tavern. Is it grown locally? Yes, gardening's one of my hobbies, actually. I give some to the barkeep at the tavern whenever I have extra. Neat. I'm gonna have to give my vote to the apple pie, though. It was just plain amazing. Well, I can't take credit for that. She made it. You, Chloe? This is still so embarrassing. I was really rude earlier. To think I could be so mistaken. Interesting character establishing moment, though, isn't it? You'll notice that Chloe has had more characterization than Estelle. Maybe that's unkind. Let me use a different terminology. Chloe has had more dense characterization than Estelle. Like, in literally 2 scenes, we have a pretty good vibe on who Chloe is. Don't worry about it. Apple pie heals all wounds, or something like that. Speaking of which, I'm going to write down a positive for Chloe right now, because she's probably going to get it. We'll see where that goes. Yeah, Chloe, I remember liking Chloe quite a bit. Besides, I wasn't acting any kind of saint myself. The White Hawk sure surprised the hell out of me, though. Oh, that was Sieg. He's a Gerfalcon. A Gerfalcon? That's Liberal's national bird, isn't it? You seem really comfortable with him. Is he your pet? No, I don't keep him. He's a close friend, though. Wow, his friends go. He's pretty awesome. Oh, we get to see her again in 3? Nice. That reminds me, aren't you a student in the Royal Academy? But you live here? No, I stay in the girls' dorm on campus. It's not that far away, so I like to come and visit when I can. I sometimes worry I might be kind of a bother, though. Dear, please don't think that. You're always so helpful when you come by. It does, PB Good Fate. And the children are always happy to see you. I personally worry you might be neglecting your duties at school in favor of us. Oh, it's a silly concern to have about you. I won't let you down. You live on campus, huh? I've always wanted to know what that was like. It sucks. Neck. Isn't the entrance exam for the academy pretty hard? I think my head would explode if I had to take an exam like that. It's not so hard. I think it might be more difficult to become a bracer. You know, I've always wanted to become one ever since I was a little girl. I don't even know what to say to that. You call me a bracer, but I'm just an apprentice. We have to travel all over the kingdom before we can advance. I think we'll be in Ron for a little while, though. In that case, maybe I'll have a chance to repay you. Plus, the children would love for you to come back. Except for him. I'll prepare a whole mountain of tea and baked goods. Oh, man. I've decided to conquer this orphanage for the baked goods. Oh, hey, Triangle Strategy's on sale on the Switch, too. Is Triangle Strategy on the PC? I realize that's kind of a strange question. Yep, there it is. It's on Steam. Do I own it on Steam? Sorry, 1 second. Nope, I do not. But it is on sale on Steam too for the exact same much. It's $24 right now. Having not even played it, I recommend it. My friend Pax highly recommends it. Technically, you need to do 3 playthroughs to get everything, but unlike Fire Emblem Three Houses, Triangle Strategy has a New Game Plus. So, anybody who's interested. Apparently there's a Square sale right now. Dragon Quest III is on sale too, speaking of. Octopath 2 is on sale. That's interesting. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is not, of course. Looks like FF16 is on sale. FF7R2 is on sale. I might pick that up. Crisis Core is on sale. All the Pixel remasters are on sale. Visions of Mana is on sale too. This is a lot, actually. This is not a bad sale. Strangers of Paradise is $16 right now. I can actually recommend that one, especially if you have a friend. FF10 and 10-2 is $12 right now. The FF8 remaster is $8. FF9 remaster is $9. Here we go. The Pixel remasters are 888. Nope, 8812. What is with this pricing? 8812, 12, 12, 12 right now. I know, Easel. Yeah, FF7 is $5, but that's the PC version. I don't actually recommend that if you can avoid it. But if it's your only option, then it's your only option, and it is $5 right now. Now, you know what's sad is how many of these games I already have in my library. FF12 is $20 right now. Bravely Default 2 is $24. Which of these do I recommend? If it says Final Fantasy and then a number, I'd probably recommend it to some extent or another. The Pixel remasters are legitimately good remasters. They add good quality of life features, and they polish up a lot of the issues of the games. They're also way more accessible than the original version of the games. 7, I mean, 7's fine. The PC version of 7 is fine. It has a few issues. The PC version of 8 is good. The PC version of 9 is good. PC version of 10 and 10.2 is good. FF13 doesn't exist. FF13 is $7 right now, for instance. I do not recommend FF13. Yes, Melkor Blade. Although it's also on sale on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. Now, FF13 2 is on sale right now, and that is $8. I can actually recommend that one. Just 2, not 1, not 3. I do recommend all the Pixel remasters, like I said. I recommend the DS version. It's actually called FF4 3D Remake is what it's going to be labeled. That is $8 right now, and I do recommend that. Do not pick up Dissidia. It's trash, because it's Dissidia NT. It is still a rough port, but, I mean, it's this or nothing at the moment. Looks like Star Ocean 2R is on sale. Blade Turval recommends that one. That is $25 right now. Visions of Mana I haven't played, so I can't speak to that. And I haven't played the Romancing Saga 2 remake either. I'm looking to see if Live Alive is here. I don't actually see it on this list. Someone asked about Dragon Quest. So Dragon Quest 3R, that's the one that's $40 right now, is apparently quite good. Again, I have not played that, so I cannot professionally recommend that. What else we got here? Dragon Quest Builders 2 is on sale right now for $25. I extremely recommend that. Also, Dragon Quest 11, which is one of the best Dragon Quest games ever made, is $20 right now, and I do definitely recommend that. So, the Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana remakes are both on sale for $20. They're asterisky, but still worth it, I would say. Both of them have asterisks. In Secret of Mana R's case, it's kind of a... It's more of a remaster than a remake, but it's still good, if that makes any sense. By contrast, Trials of Mana is the exact same story as the original, which sucks, and way better gameplay. There's Octopath. I do not recommend Octopath 1. There's Live Alive. God, I just scroll way down here to get that. So Live Alive is $20 right now. Several of the collections are on sale too. The Final Fantasy Legend collection is $10 right now. That's FFL 1, 2, and 3. That's an if you're interested in it. I don't actually recommend that. If you're interested in the gaming history, I recommend that. Like Blue Wind would like that. What else? Front Mission Evolved. I don't know which one that is, but that's $5 right now. I Am Setsuna is on sale. I do not recommend that. Looks like the Nier games are on sale. You'll know if you want those. That I'm not going to make any recommendations there. Yeah, I noticed Theatrhythm is not on this list. And I think, yep, it looks like everything. Oh, actually, Tactics Ogre Reborn. I do recommend that. That is $20 right now. I actually streamed I Am Setsuna. Brief thoughts on it. Imagine if someone has no idea what makes Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy X good games, and then makes a crap game based on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up a few of these, like, professionally. Some of these are on the list. I know, Easel. It's sort of sad. I Am Setsuna was at least a complete game. It's just... It's I Am Setsuna. Whatever. Sorry. Let's get back. I'll do that off camera. Apologies, I just got an email about that, and that's a big enough sale, and I imagine at least some of my current audience is a little bit interested in a Square Enix sale. I'm sure all the children who think of her as their mother. Uh-oh. Wait, they added a level cap per each for chapter? Why? Oh, Sieg, were you waiting for me? Scree! That's right, they're not here to hurt anyone. This is Estelle, that's Joshua. You remember them, right? Scree! Good boy. I can actually talk to him? Well, he doesn't actually talk per se, but I can understand what he's trying to say. We've always been able to tell what the other's feeling. Whoa, bird telepathy is so cool! Sounds like mutual love to me. It is. Hello, Sieg. I'm Estelle. Nice to meet you. Now, read my mind. Scree? Cannot read. Nothing there. Aww. Are my thoughts too complex to read? If you're thinking what I think you were thinking of, then no. By the way, aren't you two headed for Voron? Yeah, we're planning to register at the local guild. If we don't do that, we can't work. Well, if you're going to Ronian Guild, I have a few things to do over there myself. Maybe I could show you around. Oh, that'd be great. But don't you have to go back to school soon? No, it's alright. I got special permission to be out today. I don't have to return until after nightfall. Sounds like a plan. Let's go to Rouen. I feel you off the deeper end, but I like to have legal versions of games for, you know, my job. And like I said, a lot of these games are games I'm going to stream someday, so 60% is a good marker for picking up games on sale for me. Miss Chloe? Yes. Oh, it's the brat. You know you shouldn't be playing around here. What would you do if a monster attacked you? I just had to come to apologize to you. I'm sorry for lying about the emblem thingy. Well, don't worry, I'm not mad at you. But isn't there someone else you should apologize to? No, there isn't. I know you're a good boy, so why don't you go and apologize? If you want me to, I guess I gotta. Miss Bracer Lady? I'm sorry. You're apologizing to me? So there is justice in this world. Hey, don't get me wrong. I just want to apologize to Miss Chloe. Aren't Bracer supposed to pay attention to what's going on? A little kid like me can grab something off you so easily. What's your excuse? This is another tactic, by the way. The victim blaming is what this is. It's your fault. God, screw Clem. Settle down. He's just trying to hide his own embarrassment. Not to mention, you really aren't the most attentive person in the world. Maybe you should heed his advice. You're an even bigger brat. You two must be really close. I mean, you act like brother and sister. We do? Only insofar as we try to look out for each other. Oh, that's a big help. I'm honestly a little envious. I was an only child. I wish I knew that kind of relationship feels like. Huh? It's nothing. Anyway, should we be heading out? Yes, Chloe. Yeah, I could see that, Dakota. So there should be a thing here. Yeah, self-worth. What the hell is self-worth? I think I've heard of that before. I'm still not here. Oh, it is the second area. Okay. Honestly, the way this is lined up, I wasn't sure there was a second area. Oh man, tell me about it off the deeper end. I mean, I've never liked the pick yourself up by the bootstraps mentality, because it's stupid and dumb, and honestly, devoid of human empathy. Let me tell you, hearing that when you're currently homeless is not something that is very endearing. Oh yeah, she's a escort, but don't worry, she actually has spells for once. Oh, no, you got me there. Didn't have any bootstraps. I know, right, Easel? Like, I'm actually keeping up, because I kind of remember this fight, but yikes. And by this fight, I mean this enemy. I know, Dream Whisperer. I know language changes. I understand how that works, but God, people. Yeah, how about we fix starvation, period? Anyone else in favor of that? No? Okay. Yep, she's an escort. Don't worry. She's way out of our price range. It can't be that bad, Sarani. Oh, I feel that on a visceral level. I do. Oh. Help! 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 Yeah, what? It's a four-legged shark. The sharks are evolving. Run. Run, Star Wars, run! You're too smart. They're evolving on the fly. They figured out doors! They can run too. Oh no! There is no hope! Run! Run! I'll distract them with my delicious meat! Ah! They're eating me! And they're gonna eat her too! The shark. That sounds like a terrible B-movie that would be entertaining. The sharks realize their one weakness. But now... And there's like a shot of a shark running on the ground. The sharks are back. And this time, it's personal. The shark run. I mean, if you remember in Maneater, we could stay out of the water and out in the air on the land as long as we had people to eat, because people basically refilled our oxygen. So the golf courses were fun. I think it was fun until the finale. I thought it was done for this time. I really just missed becoming fish food. That's because you're here by yourself. What are you doing? It's kind of complicated. I can't really talk about it. It doesn't matter to me. Just need to stop wandering into dangerous places alone. Next time, you might not be so lucky. Yeah, you're right. Today was a close call, and I've saved up some money. I think it's time I splurged a little. What's the plan, then? We can escort you back to town. I know, Easel. Can you imagine a game whose outro is worse than the rest of the game? How shocking. Hi, Jimmy. There was some reason he was here. I didn't even get into trouble again. Yes, I know this is legitimately unheard of territory in the history of the gaming lexicon. Alright, there's a chest battle around here somewhere. God dang it. You're not worth my time. You forgot to say the magic word. Sorry. Jurassic Park lives rent-free in my head. I'm sorry. Alzheimer's much? Yeah, Sky 1's outro is, by memory, really bad on the gameplay axis. Like, really, really bad. We might actually pull the cheat flag pretty much right in the last dungeon. That is an actual possibility. Like, we'll see. As always, as with all things, we will see. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh my god, Lucas Slaughter. Oh, I can just picture that. Do you know the level cap in this game is 50? What you may or may not know is that the experience gain in this game is relative based on your level versus their level. And they're lower level than 50. So at a certain point, they just kind of stop giving exp. I mean, they'll give you 1. I thought I already got that one, DZ Maven. I must have missed it. There it is. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna treat this for realsies. Just bundle up, please. Group together. No pushing. We got room for everyone. Please don't kill Chloe. Gambling there, and that did not pay off at all. She healed herself. That's good. Rid of that one. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Ruby Talisman. What, the stuff you took before wasn't enough? It was monsters! Let me guess, that's the turn it into fire damage. Yep. Wow, this is still going. I know, right, Easel? since this guy's in the way. That's extremely bad. I did just save. Oh, hey, I can move. Holy crap. Okay, hang on. Yeah, this, I saved right before this on purpose because I knew a boss fight was coming. Thank you, walkthrough. His name's Chaba. Oh, I didn't quite get him. I can do 51. Or I can't! Oh no! You have failed me for the last time, Admiral Joshua. Really bleeding through my mana here, by the way. Thank you, Chloe.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Fish eggs, fish eggs. Ugh. Gross, gross, gross. Feels so empty inside. Aw, that poor chest. Ditto chest. Ditto. This is one gorgeous city. The blue water and white buildings do make for a nice contrast. Certainly feels like a port city. And it promises many varied things. There's a lighthouse not far from here, and a little park on the coast. On the other side of town, there's a pretty neat-looking church, too. But the biggest attraction is the Langland Bridge. What's so special about it? It connects the north and south districts of the city. And more importantly, it's a drawbridge. Drawbridge? Yeah, that might be interesting. The Britishers Guild is just past here in the middle of this main street. Just in front of the bridge. Okay, let's go there first. Actually, let's check the thinger here. Is there anything I need to know before I do anything? No, we should be good. Oh, my poor chest. Let's go and turn it first. Good afternoon. Oh, where's the receptionist? Oh, hello there. How can I help you? Jean is currently in a meeting with a guest on the second floor. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but is there something I can help you with? Oh, we're not here as customers or anything. Oh, the emblems, I see. So we're in the same business then. My name's Karna. I work here at the Rouen branch. Are you new in town? I don't recognize you. Yep, I'm Estelle, Junior Bracer. Same goes for me. I'm Joshua. Pleasure to meet you. Estelle and Joshua. That's right. You're the new kids from Roland, then. You two were involved in some big to-do with Sherazade and Bose, weren't you? I don't know if I quite put it like that. Were you expecting us? Yes, Jean told me about some promising up-and-comers, but I'm afraid you can't change assignments until he's available. I'll go sightseeing to kill some time until then. I suppose so. Beat sitting around waiting. Would you want to hang out with us a little longer? We only just met. I hate to part so suddenly. Certainly. So long as it won't be a bother or get in your way. Poor Chloe. Yeah, it's almost like having access to communications technology is a huge leg up over everything else. Sky Bandit's held me prisoner for so long, it feels like ages to saw my hometown. Ron's still my favorite place in the world. We got you free. This is an amazing view. I've seen postcards of it before, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It's much bigger than I expected. This is amazing. Forward look, to your left is Ron's Arcanic Bridge. When the bridge is down, its spans are roughly 109 arg in length. A custom Zeisian Orbal engine is used to raise it. Yeah. Well, that's something I'm meaning to do anyways, so let's go ahead and pop over here. Let's see, what should I be having at this point? Do we have enough? We do. Woo. All slots open on the main duo. Hey. Alright, what am I missing? Yes, cat? I know it's almost lunchtime. Hello. Oh wow, I don't have enough wind. Well, that sucks. What else do I need? Got both of those. Is that actually everything? That might actually be everything. No, I'm gonna want cast 2. I can afford it. Let me think about that. Yeah, no, let's just buy it. Cast 2, EP2, which, yeah, it's a little pricey. Don't have enough for an action 2 either. So, yep, I need about 50-ish more wind, 53 in fact, and about 12 more black. Like I said, almost all of my issues with this game would honestly not take very long to polish down. Mostly just changing values here and there. I know, Cat. I know. Well, that sounds like a lunch break to me.